Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and children, and welcome to BSTV. I could hear myself quite well. This is round 10 of V8ESC, and welcome to what is going to be some absolutely fantastic racing. And on your screen, you got Mr. Tyler Newitt, who, with our race director Sam Boozan, finished 6th in their Bathurst 1000 race today. I tried a lap and embarrassed myself horrendously, but not quite as much as Wobbly did, who is in the booth with me tonight. So, Viva Nikamp, welcome to the booth, and welcome to broadcasting this fantastic Season 10, Round 15 of Bathurst in V8ESC.
Yeah, cheers. I'm really looking forward to it.
It's going to be a very competitive race. We've got some really fast guys in here. Although Chris Jackson, or Car 11, or whatever we want to call him tonight, is again head and shoulders above everybody else, but he's only 3/10 faster than Vincent Skilbeck in his wheelie bin, which is quite an achievement. A lot of these guys will have done a ferocious number of laps, won't they, Wobbly, because doing the Bathurst 1000 weekend.
Yeah, I even heard that Tyler just did the race with Sam, and he literally just came out like an hour ago and does this one after all. So he must be right on the pace.
Yeah, I would think so. It's a challenging drive, Bathurst. It's you don't get much time to yourself, as it were. Time to think, do the shopping in your head and do your money and accounts and things. The only place you've got is Conrod. It's one of those places where it's hectic. It's not the fact that you're around other cars all the time. Sometimes you're your own worst enemy around here. Concrete all around you. Do you find it a challenging track to drive, Wobbly?
Yeah, as I said to you before, I drove 20 laps, and I binned it 60 times.
Well, as you know, I am an expert at driving Bathurst, and I've never crashed here at all. I'll just run through the standings quickly before we go any further. So, Car 11 is starting to run away with it now. He's, including his drop score, he's on 3,076 points. Kenzie, who is in second place for Team Down Under, is on 2,713 points, so he's within reach. If Chris Jackson had turned up to all the races, he wouldn't be. Then Adam Wright for BSTV is in third with 2,575. Jamie Wilson is in fourth on 2,499. And Tony Kloosterman is on 2,436 and starting to claw his way up the table. 6 to 10 is Nikolai Bogatyrov, Vincent Skilbeck, Bob Woodhouse, Tyler, and Greg Carr. So a lot of them, if not all of those, are here tonight. All probably very tired from driving the Bathurst 1000. We have a 20-degree track at the moment because it's quite cool. And then we've got a 2-hour race to follow this. This is an hour later than scheduled, or originally scheduled, because of the Bathurst 1000. Trying to give everybody a chance to get food, which I think is where Sam has gone at the moment. And yeah, have you driven the V8s around Bathurst much, Wobbly, or not?
No, I was planning to do so. Tyler asked me to do the 1000 with him, but I just couldn't find the time to prepare enough. So I figured that before we started broadcasting, I just give it a spin, and I'm quite happy that I'm not driving. Yeah, like let's not talk about it. Let's not get into that.
That's funny stuff. Yeah, SDK is not playing with me tonight. It'll let me in on the website, but it won't let me in the app, which is annoying. I'm trying to find ways to update it. I'm failing. I don't know that Sam is still with us. Oh, you are. In that case, Sam, it might be good to find somebody who's less crashy than me, who's approaching the start of a lap that they may well finish. And then for the people on screen, or for the people rather not on screen, at home, where is my... Oh, there it is. And if you stream it for me, then I can go around a lap with them. Oh, you are already streaming. Well, that's just annoying, isn't it? Bit embarrassing. So, we're currently on board with Tyler. He's trying to get a toe off Adam. And doing a good job of it so far. So this is towards the end of the lap. We're coming up to Murray's now. And this is Murray's corner. Last corner on the circuit. You want to be smooth through here so you can get a good drive across the start-finish straight, which is where we are now. This is Hell Corner, named because usually there's a massive pile up here and you can get as many V8 spare parts as you like before they fire it up the mountain. So this is Mountain Straight. You get in the toe here and it's worth a fortune to you. You just keep flooring it. Don't even think about lifting your foot. It's a bit wobbly going over that little rise there, and then you hit the braking zone between the 150 and the 100. In third gear around here, hold it close to that inside because it washes you out viciously into Quarry Turn there, which is the one behind us. We're now going to go up the cutting, which is this tight left-hander here in second, and then fire it up there. Ooh, bit of oversteer there, wobbly. That was vicious, wasn't it? There's your favourite corner, just back there. Then through Reed Park and then into my favourite corner, Sulman Park here. That's where I famously pinned it on lap 50 and Clyde didn't speak to me for 3 weeks. This is McPhillamy. It carries you over here, but your cargo's very light. Even more light is this. This is Skyline, and then we dive down here into the Dipper. If somebody crashes through here, it is like the M25 on a Monday morning. It's a massive car crash, and it's like being in rush hour, really. It's just terrible. This is Forest Elbow. Ooh, Adam, you want to be getting out of Tyler's way here. He's got a run on you. And then we're on to Conrod Straight here out of Forest Elbow. Critical corner, Forest Elbow. It dictates everything that happens down the straight. You can see how much time Tyler lost by stepping out of the slipstream of Adam. Take as much of the left-hand side there to get a smooth line into the chase here. This is Chase Corner. I think they named it after a company in the end. And then we carry on round here towards Murray's again, and he's pitting the car. He must have had a bit of a crappy lap somewhere along the line there, and so did Adam, and they both quit that one in order to get another lap in. So you get the feel for it. Any of those corners fill you with dread, Wobbly?
Yeah, I really like the second part of the lap where you go downhill, the left right-handed S's.
Yeah.
And especially when you go down really hard and you just want to keep up the pace, but your brakes keep locking up, so you don't have anything in the steering wheel to get the car turned. Right. And I just shit my pants every time I'm there, because I'm kind of a person that brakes too late every single time. So I just can't do it consistently, and I just keep bending on into the wall there. So I've a massive amount of respect for the guys if they wanna just do it completely incident-free. Everyone who makes it is a winner to me, man.
Yeah.
Sam, I'm also talking to you.
That was funny. So yeah, we looks like Vincent's got himself
I'm on the broadcast now.
Excellent. Vincent's got himself a brand new paint scheme. Very Australian colours there, with the green and yellow. That's very nice. The best coloured wheelie bin in the whole thing. I don't know why, but I can't hear your stream, which is very, very strange. So, in terms of Chris Jackson, Wobbly, is there anybody here that is going to be able to take it to him tonight?
Yeah, I am, but I'm not driving.
other than you and your ego, is there anybody that can do him?
I think I got my money on Tony. I have massive amounts of respect how the guy drives. He's so clean. And he's shown us the last time on Motegi that he has the pace. Even though that Chris let him by and they did the team thingy, but in the end he didn't make a mistake and Chris did, so he ran off with the win. And I'm just gonna jinx him, and he's gonna win it. I'm sure.
Right, okay. for me, it's going to be Vincent that's going to take it to Chris if he can keep it clean. Tony's had some messy races in this particular season, which is where he's at, which is why he's where he is in the league at the moment. Hopefully he can have a clean race tonight. We've got 15 cars to entertain everybody with. I'm going to go and see if there's anybody talking to us on the chat.
17.
Is it 17 now?
Yeah, Andrew Hoffman didn't set a time.
Ah, right, okay. He was saying that he might not be awake by the end of it. I think he did the Australian server, which is at UK time 1 in the morning.
It's netcode time.
For the launch of their race. Sorry?
Netcode time.
Yeah. And you're obviously 1 hour later than we are.
Yeah, it's like 12 o'clock.
So, watching Nikolai at the moment, making his way going down through the dipper and into the S's section. Taking it nice and carefully through there. He's a driver that has been... he's one of those drivers that stealths his way through the field by making very, very few mistakes. He's very good at keeping away from the walls around here as well. Seen him do very well around here, actually. Seen him do very well around here in official race as well. Which is not something that a lot of people, including myself, can claim. So if we look at the team standings, which is where I'm going to go to next in the website, if I can get there, that is. In terms of teams, NQRB, which is that Chris's team?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. No, is that Tony?
Thought it was me.
Yeah, it's Tony and Greg, innit? So they're on 4,887. NQRA are on 4,317. Then BSTV Esports Green on 4,178. So 150 points behind. And then Team Down Under on 3,399. So only 200 behind there. And then Don't Bug Me Racing, which is they're on 2,586 points. So there's opportunity here. There's still a lot of races to go after. You get a good amount of points for these endurance races. Don't forget this is a 2-hour race. After this race we have Suzuka, which is a sprint and feature. That's on October 2nd. And then Long Beach, which is a sprint feature, on October 16th. And then we've got Interlagos, which is always great in the V8. It's a difficult track again, very, very technical, and that is an endurance race, so another 2-hour race there on October 30th. That'll round out the season. So in the next month, we will see the end of this season of V8ESC, and we'll be looking at this one. It's flown by. We started out in May, we'll end in October. Somebody's trying to take the jump here. Who's that? Oh, that's
class. 10 out of 10.
Excellent. Well done.
I will give me the win today just for that move because look how clean the car is. I mean, that's unbelievable.
That's some jump.
The car is just bang on clean. That's wow.
Who the hell was
One of
that?
the best one yet.
It was Hoffman.
Oh, it was Hoffman, right?
Look at this.
This is how you did it, folks. Not like we all tried. What were we driving when we all naffed it up? Trucks.
No. Stacy was there. GTCC? Oh no. We did it with the trucks, yeah, but we also did this one in the GTCC.
Oh,
that's beautiful.
So
It doesn't get any better than this.
If I was doing Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'd be happy with that landing.
We can say that Chris or Tony won, whatever who wins it. Doesn't really matter. Andrew, you got it.
Yeah, that was spectacular.
I've never seen a jump that good, to be honest. I tried it in practice with the V8, but when you're in that sand trap, you just have no control of the car. So yeah, good job, Andrew.
Yeah, he's obviously practiced that an awful lot.
Yeah,
So-
that's probably the easy way through the chase.
Yeah.
I hope he does it in the race. So I'm pretty surprised that Jamie is still 15th. Oh, 14th now then, but...
Yeah, it's a curious one, though, isn't it?
So Pete, did you drive Bathurst in any other cars?
Yeah, I've driven it in lots and lots of cars. I don't know where you're going with this, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be, and did you actually survive any laps? I've driven it in the MX-5. It takes about 3 days to do it takes about 3 days to do a lap. I did it in the Star Mazda. That's not much faster, but I was good in that car. We did it in the HPD, didn't we, Sam? That was hilarious. We've done this in trucks as well, which was just an absolute abomination. I don't think anybody made it to the end of the first lap. Obviously the V8s and the TCR, we've done it in the TCR, and in the GT4, that was just an absolute disaster. I'll never do that one again. And I've definitely done it lots and lots in the GTE, in the Corvette. Which wasn't the disaster I was expecting it to be. It was actually a much more controlled affair.
I remember my last time that drove this, I almost killed Adam.
Yeah, that does ring a bell actually. Was that in anything? No, that was in one of these.
It was in a GTCC with the GTE cars.
Yeah. I mean, it is a massively challenging lap. And it's one of those tracks where when you do a lap and you do it well, you get a massive sense of satisfaction. Yeah. Yeah, you get a boner, yeah. It really is something that gives you a sense of satisfaction and rewards you. Some of the other tracks that are like that the old Spa, that used to be like that because you got so many off tracks easily around there. It was a miracle to get round a clean lap, but it's obviously changed now. We've got Ivan in the inset picture there. Maybe he's listening to the stream.
He's Mr. Batman, right?
He is, yeah. He's the stealth car, the one that was driving around Le Mans with no lights. It's hilarious. Although he said he had lights on his screen, he definitely did not on our screen. Yeah, he looks like he's fully strapped into his rig. Spare wheel there on the mount.
I could use a spare wheel.
We all could, I'm pretty sure. I could do with one that actually gets me around a lap without crashing. That'd be helpful.
Those don't exist.
Do they not? Oh dear.
No.
Somebody's lit up the tarmac. Was that Ivan? I think it was. And then we've got Woody's feet. This is Ant Woodward.
Sam, do we have a curb cam this week?
You did a curb cam for this, didn't you, Sam? No, okay.
Because I wanted to hear Pete yell, curb cam!
Yeah,
I would do, yeah.
mean, I went up the 1000 like at 40 o'clock.
Yeah, okay.
So I had absolutely no time to put in a curb cam, and I was expecting to have one, but yeah, no, there's no curb cam today, sadly.
Yeah.
And I will not make one, you know. I mean, that's just
No.
So it's
Let's
too
just
late
one
now.
What's just one?
Would have been great, but no.
Yeah, a bit of heel toe there from Ant Woodward. Using his left foot on the clutch and his right foot toe on the brake and his heel on the gas. He always does a very professional job of driving it the way it's supposed to be driven, this car.
Are you one of those auto blip users, Pete?
It depends. If I say yes, you're going to abuse me, aren't you?
I'm not.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
He cannot abuse you because he doesn't know how to do it either. You know. That was close.
Whoa, yeah, it was. I have tried to do it without the auto blip, and it was, well, embarrassing. It doesn't do it justice. There's a level of shame beyond embarrassment where I managed to achieve. And,
so you had to take a shower afterwards.
Oh yes. This is the car track combination where I couldn't do it anyway. Even if I had a straight line to drive in, heel toe and no auto blip just wouldn't work for me at all. But yeah, this is the car track combination where you bring your brown underpants and the elastic bands for the bottoms of your trousers, because you are going to poop yourself at some point around this lap, because it is brutal. How long have we got in this session left? We've only got about a minute and a half for people to get their last laps in. At the moment, we've got Chris Jackson. Look at that time, Wobbly.
Yeah.
What on earth is that? That's obscene.
I think he's not driving a V8. It can't be.
I think he's driving an IndyCar or something. That's a 202.922. What did you say the world record was before?
I can't recall. Wait, I'll search it again.
Yeah, it's somewhat close. And then Vincent is on a 203.3, so he's nearly half a second behind Chris. Tyler, who we know is obsessed with this track, he's on a 203.3 as well. He's almost on exactly the same time, 4 thousandths of a second behind in third. And then Tony is on a 203.709, so he's a little bit further back from them. Adam Wright's done a fantastic time at 203.8. And then Ant Woodward is on a 204.4, so he's a second and a half back from the leader, but that's still a blistering lap. The best I could do earlier, although I've not driven this car track combination and I didn't have a set other than baseline. Earlier, I did a 207.9 or something like that.
Okay, I found it. So the qualifying time for the world record and the Holden one is 22.7.
Oh, he's so close. That's unreal.
And the Mustang, it's wait, I'll refresh it. It's a 275.
Right. Okay.
So race 229.
Yeah. So very similar then. But he's only 2/10 away. What?
He should just go for it.
He should.
That's insane.
Crackers. And that'll be officials, won't it?
Yeah. And the practice fastest time was a 2:22 for the guy who has the fastest time.
Right. Okay. And that shows you the caliber of driver that we have in the series. And when the rest of them are, only half a second back from that, you can appreciate why these guys just spend hours racing this car. Oh, here we go. Kenzie, is he going to do it as fashionably as the Hoff? Oh, that looks a bit out of shape, doesn't it? Wobbly. That doesn't look good at all. Oh, that's a heavy one. Oh, there's a wall. No, he's missed it.
I don't know how he managed to save that.
I know. He should get some sort of safe driving award just for that craziness.
Michael Bay
get in the pits. Hey,
Michael Bay would have been proud with all the smoke effects.
Yeah.
That's my boy. Let's go.
Right, come on, Hoff. If you're not on a lap, you're doing the jump again just to prove that you can do it as cleanly as you did the last time. So don't forget, folks, we're on a standing start here at Bathurst. He's weaving, so he's lining himself up for this jump.
Come on, Andrew. Give us a good one.
He is as well.
Let's go.
Oh, he's out of shape.
I'm sliding.
Oh, no!
Does he have a direct drive?
I don't know, but he's got no fingers and arms if he does.
I can tell you, when you take that jump and you have a direct drive, you let off the thing. You know it's gonna bite you if you don't.
Just let go. Yeah,
I tried it, and I can tell you, I let it was no hands.
Head free.
I've not been watching the stream because nobody was talking to me for a while. So good evening to. Yeah, I wish these cars had more love in the officials. If you join on a Friday night, we're trying to get the strength of field going again, or rather Tony is. So, Bill's on the chat. Sorry, he can't be with us knuckleheads. Sam, apparently you're not a knucklehead. You must be something even more worse than that. Carl Hardy's in there. Good evening, Carl. Stacey's in there.
What does he say? Oh, what does he say?
I don't know. What did she say?
When I say wobbly, you say kneecap. Wobbly?
Kneecap.
Kneecap.
There we go. Right, okay. So starting grid is your pole man is Chris Jackson for NQRA with that ridiculous time. He's on the front row with him. It is Vincent Skillbeck. Then it's Tyler for BSTV Esports Green. Sorry, Vincent drives for Wheelie Bins Mayhem Republic. Tony Klusterman for NQRB goes off 4th. Adam Wright for BSTV Esports Green starts behind his teammate. Ant Woodward for NQRB starts behind his teammate in the form of Tony Klusterman. Greg Carr goes off 7th for NQRB. Stephen Phillips, Dashdown Racing, my one-time teammate, goes off 8th. Freddie Van Eekhoven. Somebody else can do that one later.
Frederik van Eekhoven.
Thank you. I've been saved. Thanks, Wobbly. I knew you was the reason you were here. For Team Down Under, it goes off 9th. No offense, Freddie, just don't know how to say your name, mate. Kenzie Newhoff goes off 10th. Are you going to correct me on that one as well?
Newhoff.
Thank you. For Team Down Under, goes off 10th. Bob Woodhouse for Concord Racing goes off 11th. Marco Lower off 12th for VTS Esports. He was in the officials earlier, so he's had practice in the car. Have we got the rest of it or not? Or is that the only people that put times in? Oh no, there we go. 12th, done that one. Miro Hurusky goes off 13th for PCS. Nikolai Bogatyrev for Don't Build Me Racing goes off 14th. Jamie Wilson, Ivan Batmans, and Andrew Hoffman. So they're away. Everyone piling to the right hand side of the track to get the best hell corner they can get. Too wide going through there for Marco. Everybody's safely through hell corner though, Wobbly, and off up Mountain Straight.
It's still a 2-hour race. I mean, obviously they did the 1000, but
they don't need they don't care.
Oh,
this is just race it. These are V8s. This isn't time to get your crochet out and do some knitting. This is V8 uber horsepower, leave nothing behind kind of racing.
I'm just like, my whole body is tightening up when I see him going through the corner side by side.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? I love this track with these cars. I don't necessarily love driving it because it doesn't love me, but that's a bit wobbly from who was that? Was that Greg Carr?
So, look at this, how close.
Like a bad rash at the minute. Is that Tony going a bit wide there in the dipper?
Yeah, I think that he misjudged Tyler's.
Oh, no. Here we go. This is bad. That's the Hoff. Trying to turn his car back round again. I couldn't see who it was that was with him at the time. The Hoff's up 3 places from the start at this point in this little bit of footage. And then Marco Lower takes it for Ooh! And then Hoff has no option at all but to make contact there. So Marco binned it over McPhillamy. I don't know, I think it was Bob Woodhouse that he tagged with the first time.
It was Ivan.
Was it Ivan? I think it was Bob.
Oh, okay.
Oh, then Ivan's gone round.
I thought it was Ivan because he was in the broadcast.
Yeah, he held his foot on the brake, which is exactly what he's supposed to do. This is Bob Woodhouse. Probably getting absolutely annihilated here by... Oh, he hit the inside wall. Oh, that explains it all. Now, that's going to be a car with lots of problems now because he'll have snapped the rear suspension on that without a doubt.
Yeah,
made a tinfoil. Look at him crabbing down the road. That car's going sideways. Can you see that, Wobbly?
No, I can't see that, Pete, because I'm blind.
Okay, then. That's good. So, Hoff carries on round the lap.
Pretty surprised that he's still driving.
Yeah. And these guys are going back up the hill again now, so back up through the cutting for Tyler and Tony. Tony's actually caught up with Tyler again after he got the dipper wrong on the first lap.
I lost.
And we're piling through here, through McPhillamy again. These guys, they race so close together, I don't know how they manage to absolutely annihilate one. Down through the dipper. There's Jamie Wilson.
He's on his own, he has 12 seconds.
Yeah, he's in a bit of a world of his own at the moment, yeah.
What's that?
Team Chimera driver making his way around. Whoa! No! Hold your foot on the brake. Hold your foot on the brake.
Good save.
It was a good save, yeah. I think that's why he's 12 seconds back. Just don't light the tyres up when you get going. That was really good, actually. It's easy just to stamp on the gas, isn't it, and get away. But this car, you cook those tyres even for just a second, and they're like 1,000 degrees and like goo.
Yeah, especially when I have a moment like that. I thought I just got overtaken by it.
Oh, he did, and he didn't like it. Look, he gave him a little tap for fun.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you just slide it sideways like that, and you just put on the brakes that hard, then you're just gonna overcook your tires, and when you try to pull away again, it's just gonna spin around.
Yeah.
So that's very sensible of Jimmy just to lose a little bit more time.
So diving down Conrad here. Tyler's lost a little bit of time to Tony there. Oh, here we go, side by side. Adam and is that Ann or is that? Yeah, that's Ann.
Yeah, it's Ann.
Sorry, I was on the wrong bit. That was Mountain Straight. That's Stephen Phillips getting a sniff of Ann Woodward out, and Woodward's out on the marbles there.
There's a bit of a train behind Adam.
Train. There's 6 cars, I think, is it? So this goes from Adam Wright, Ant Woodward, Stephen Phillips, Kenzie, and Greg. Or is that? That might be Freddie at the back of that in the black car.
It's Freddie. But I've always.
Oh no!
No! Keep it!
Where are you going, mate?
Don't hit that wall.
No! Get your toe back on the brakey bit.
Again, a really nice save.
Yeah. I mean, these guys drive this car unbelievable amount, and that's why they're as fast and as skilled as they are. So
are you saying that if you drive this car a lot, that you will be fast and skilled?
No, because I have driven this car an awful lot, and I'm still rubbish.
So I was curious if a train starts to develop behind a guy. For this example, is Adam, I think. I was curious if someone is overtaking the guy who's leading the train, if they will be able to pull away, because it's so easy to follow, generally.
Yeah. And on a track like this, it's easier to follow than most because you got some big straights that follow one another as well. So, no, Stephen. That's not what you want to be doing. That's the worst place to do it as well because you got an entire lap in order to get round to pit lane if you needed to pit. I don't think he does.
No, it's tyre wall.
The wall.
Yeah, it's a tyre wall, so it's probably a zero contact.
Yeah. It's more like an affectionate rub.
His back end does seem to be damaged a little bit.
Right.
Wait.
There's Jamie in the pits. That's definitely unscheduled, isn't it?
I heard gas crashing. What was that?
I also. Dear. That was Marco, wasn't it? What's Marco done? He's going through Griffins and. Ouch.
He did the exact same thing I did. You just go too hard on the inside and just hit the outside wall and get pushed. And you just.
Is that what you were describing to me before?
No, that's in a different situation. But it was the one how I almost killed Adam.
Oh right, okay. So back at the pointy end, we've still got Vincent with. He's not crawling all over him as such, but he's still very much with car 11.
He's keeping up really well though.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm curious. I heard the guys talking about how much tire wear there is.
It's unbelievable.
Sam, how much tyre wear did you have? Because you drove
Well,
it.
after almost 26 lap stint, I went to 25 lap stint. I went down only to 66%.
Okay.
So I know some of the guys do run a setup that eats the tire even more, and I'm pretty gentle on the tires. Tires went down in the 50s, which is more what you expect from a car like this. Around
Yeah.
So, just responding to the guys on the chat. Hoff says it nearly broke his arms when he went over the jump. The other Stacey's on saying good luck to Woody. The Mew says bad luck to Bob because he was a Bathurst winner, a winner of the Bathurst 1000 a couple of years ago in his split, I guess that is. And then Bill says, hard to believe it's an enduro. Every lap looks like qualifying. Does frantic at the minute. Everybody's just going for it, like I said they would at the start.
It's really tight, especially this group is so tight, and how close Vincent is behind Chris. I mean, he's just 5 tenths away from him.
And that's the tactic you've got to employ, I think, with car 11 these days, because it's so easy for him to disappear off down the road by 40 seconds. There we go. This is them now. It'd be good to go on board actually with Sam and just see the craziness, because whilst we were doing the quali lap before, this is what it's like to try and stay in someone's slipstream. I mean, even if Chris gets away a little bit going through here into Forest Elbow, it's out of Forest Elbow. As long as you get a nice camber and stay in the toe, you'll pull him back. He's got nobody in front of him to pull him down the road, has he? So he's not going to get the benefit of anything around here.
No, he's so close. What's this?
I mean, he was 0.8 at the start of the straight away. He's now pulled it back to 0.55, so he's gained 2.5 tenths in the toe. And that's all you need to stay in contact, isn't it?
I think that Kenzie just got passed by Greg, right?
Yeah, I think so. Kenzie's car looks a little bit second-hand. All the left-hand side is caved in, so he's obviously had an affectionate time, some intimate time with a wall somewhere. Greg is a very, very handy driver, and it's odd to see him in the position he is, to be honest. He's usually hot on the heels of Tony Kloosterman, generally. He's now hot on the heels of Ant Woodward, so he's with a teammate, even if it's not his own.
Standing as is, Vincent has the fastest lap time with a 2:4.45.
Right, okay.
So he's right up there.
Yeah, and that'll be the benefit of the toe, won't it? Because he's going to get that extra speed with Chris cutting a hole in the air for him.
Yeah, probably, because I think you're getting like 4 tenths or something with all the straights.
Yeah, that'd be about right. Conrod's massive, isn't it? So, you know, it's like free time, if you know what I mean. And of course, it might not be Chris that's driving. It could be Mary. It could be any of his kids. It's probably not even him, which is why we call him Car 11. So, as they go piling over Skyline here, this train of 6 cars. Still 6, or have we got 5 now? Have we dropped somebody?
It's 5.
Yeah. Who did we lose?
Freddie. I think. No, Freddie's in the back.
Freddie's
No,
there.
we lost Stephen.
Ah, right, okay.
He scraped the wall at
That's right, at Murray's last turn on the track, yeah. So into the chase we go with these two. I really don't think that Vincent's going to bother trying to overtake him yet.
I really like that the brakes just light up like that.
Yeah, the brake discs. Yeah, it's class, isn't it? Oh, here we go. 2 into this corner. This is Tony and Tyler. Oh dear. No, it's not Tony and Tyler, is it? It's Adam and Ant. I got overexcited there. Sorry, folks.
You always get excited when BSTV guys get killed.
Absolutely. Especially you. Oh, we go. Kenzie, he's having a sniff, that's for sure. These four now, you can throw a Rizzler paper over all four of them. And they're letting Adam get a little bit of a gap now.
I think it's pretty smart of Freddy. I think he has the pace to overtake like the guys in front of him. But it just looks like he's just letting them fight and hoping to pick up the pieces.
Yeah, and it's not a bad tactic, to be fair. I mean, Bathurst claims so many cars. After a race, even in the real world, you probably could go around there and pick up all the spare bits that have fallen off and make your own car. And if you go down to Suleiman Park there, you'll find all my bits and pieces that I've lost over the years. You might build about 16 cars, I think. It's just ridiculous. Oh dear. I think I've hit every wall on this track at least twice.
Every inch.
Yeah. Oh dear. I have so much respect for these guys piling around this track the way that they do. I mean, inches from the wall all the time. Look at that. Brilliant. Absolute respect.
I have shown this track to my wife, and I was like, I gotta show you this track, and she's not into racing at all. Well, besides the Formula 1, which she enjoys, but
right.
I was like, I have this crazy track. You gotta check it. It's not that boring, right? And then I drove 2 laps, and she said, "Who created this track?"
Yeah, a sadist created the track. Because this is a normal road in the real world, isn't it?
I'm not really that into that information, so that's probably your expertise.
Yeah, I think it is. Didn't we have this conversation, Sam, in one of the other broadcasts?
I don't know, but I can tell you it is our world in real life.
Yeah, I thought so. And they just cordon it off at the race. Can you imagine living around here and go and get some milk? What do you mean there's a racetrack on my road? Get out of my way.
So I'm driving my road.
Blue on blue. Blue on blue. Oh, that was close. Oh, dear.
Good move, though.
Yeah.
As you can see, he's right there.
Just tensed up. And it's not over yet because quarry turn's coming up.
He's stuck. I think Kenzie's stuck behind.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere, is he? He's in a NQR box.
So I'm about to say, you're driving your. Oh, this is close. Never mind.
Yeah.
This is way better. I was about to tell a great story, but this is way better.
Was it a great story, really?
Pete, it's always a great story with me. Like the way I put my base off during a race.
Yeah. That's funny. There's a weird paradigm thing going on the chat. So Stacy has said hello to Stacy.
Oh.
Check that out.
So if you wear a wig, are you Stacy too then? Or are you then Stacy's mom?
No. Yeah, Stacy's mom, yeah. Who was that? I'm going to have to remember that now. Hang on. Stacy's mom. I had this conversation with somebody else recently.
And before you ask how it happened, I just saw it on replay, but Vincent's...
Vince. See, I didn't think he'd do that. I thought he'd wait and just sit there. But you're right. That's a change for the lead. And he's done him, and he's pulling away.
We did not miss that at all, Sam. It was just not interesting enough.
Yeah, we just chose not to mention it. That's what it was. Stacy's mom.
Okay, I will stop being professional and go out and get some cake and cookie.
Yeah, alright then.
And stop our faces during the broadcast.
Yeah, someone to fill in for Clyde.
But it's from Fountains of Wayne, Pete.
Fountains of Wayne, thank you. That'd have been in my head all night.
I'm pretty good with music, so I know this stuff.
Yeah, I worked for HMV for 11 years, so I usually know my way around the music pretty well. I've got an obscene-sized vinyl collection.
So,
and Martin Brennan was ahead of both of us. He's already put it on the chat.
Yeah, that's where I got it.
Oh, that's where you got it.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I bet it was as well. There was smoke there. Somebody's lit up. Where is that? Oh, right, that's at Quarry. So somebody's had a bad time at Quarry.
No, it's just a lock-up from Adam, I think.
Marco on the chat tested the damage model today. It's pretty accurate. Stuff falls off when it's supposed to. That's excellent. Nice one, Marco. VTS usually do a Bathurst endurance team, so I wonder if they did this time and where they ended up. Stacey hates the song. Well, you can't be good at everything.
It does feel like the train of 6 or 5 is
Letting up, yeah.
Yeah, it's clearing up a bit.
Freddie needs to get a wriggle on here.
Did I miss what happened to Ant? Or wasn't he in this group?
No, he was in this group. He was fighting with Greg. Greg's made his way through that group, and he's now chasing down Adam. So yeah, what happened to Ant? He's got spat out at the back at some point. Let's have a look at Ant, Sam. Or has he literally gone for cake and coffee?
Might be.
I think he has, you know.
Oh, wait, I found it. I'm in the...
I don't think you can change it unless you're a broadcaster.
No, I know, but I'm in iRacing as well. So what happened was that, and help me out with the corner name here. It's where the left-hander which goes to the back straight.
Forest Elbow.
That's the one. He had a little snap of oversteer on the steer, and then had to correct it. No, he's fine.
Oh right, he just stamped on it. Okay.
Yep.
You can see him in the distance here. He's not that far adrift, but he has dropped right back into Stephen Phillips's path, really. Although there is another 3 seconds back to him, so maybe not just yet. But you're right, they've all split up. Freddie's caught them. Oh, he's back.
That's all.
Cake and coffee. What cake have you
got? No, this is Tony.
Important.
This is Tony.
Oh, this is Tony. Right. Oh no! What are you doing, Tony? Oh dear, that was a quick stop, wasn't it? Oh, that's going to be a very unhappy Mustang now.
Its side looks fine though.
Yeah, how is that? So this is Miro. What's Miro done? Oh, he's usually quite quick as well. There's smoke already. Sideways drift. Oh, that's okay.
Not that bad.
Right, Whoa!
This is what I'm talking about when you light up the tires.
Yeah, you need to drive around at roughly 5 miles an hour for at least a lap in order to cool the tyres back down again. Oh no, Freddie!
What's happening?
Somebody's greased the track.
I can't blame the sushi this time.
Yeah, Stephen's bumhole just like fully tightened up, didn't it, when he came around that corner and saw Freddie River.
Oh, this... I mean, the train is falling apart, but it's still really close with Adam there.
Yeah, it is. Look at all the scrapes on the left-hand sides of these walls. It's quite funny. That's Greg. They've now both caught Adam. How is Adam going?
I'm just checking the lap times, but he's driving 206, while the others are driving 205s.
Right, okay. Do you think he's just biding his time, saving his tyres, saving his fuel? Do you think it's something to do with that? It's an endurance race, although nobody's told everybody else.
No, I'm guessing he's just... we're only 20 minutes in.
20 minutes? It feels like I've been here for days!
No, I feel like he's just playing the long-term game. He's like, yeah. I'll just be safe, and Adam is a real sensible guy, right? He's not like me, he just goes balls deep every time. But it gets him further up the field, I guess. Because he just leave like 3 centimeters of space, or in your case, 1 inch or 2 inches. Because you have this weird system. You don't have the metric system.
Question on the chat. Wobbly, if you were racing, where would you be?
Where would I be? In the wall.
I was going to say, last from Race Director there. I would be in pit lane handing out slices of orange to all the people that had already crashed.
No, if I wouldn't have crashed it, I think I'd be... As I said the last time with Motegi, I think I'd be on the pace of Adam. I'm definitely not faster in the V8. I had a good run on Motorsport, but I think it's just... I like the track better than this one.
Yeah, what happened at Motorsport?
Chris turned into me.
That's funny. So, Vincent hasn't managed to drop car 11. He's absolutely stuck to him still. Sitting in his toe and possibly fuel saving. It's hard to tell sometimes when you get in the V8, even whether somebody's fuel saving, and it's even more impossible to tell around Bathurst. Because there's so much time you're on full gas around here. It's a fuel hungry track. I think I was doing some 4.4 litres per lap or something. And I don't go very fast, so obviously I use less than most other people do. Were you aware of what fuel consumption you had, Wobbly, when you did your laps?
No, I didn't check it, to be honest, because I was just driving to see how the car would drive on the track, so I could say something professional about it. And now I'm in the booth with you, I completely forgot how the car felt.
Do you want inside information or not?
Yeah, do it. Let's have that inside information. Let's just shower ourselves in wonderful information.
Well, in fact, I don't have any because I wasn't supposed to race this thing, and then I decided doing the 1000 to race it, and then I couldn't make the broadcast, so I had to pull off.
Yeah.
But you need to save fuel a lot if you want to be on a good strategy.
So are you only saving at the end of the straights, or are you saving at every corner?
Yeah, well, you know, on a quali lap, you're just pushing all over the place, but we found out with Tyler that going up the mountains and down, you don't really need to push up that much. Well, you still need to push, you know, but you can lift a bit and you don't lose that much time. And you can save fuel like that. And air, just right there. This is a super spot to just, you know, save fuel a lot, especially when you're behind someone. That's maybe a strategy from Chris, you know?
Yeah,
He knows he have to hit that number to get this lap done.
Yeah, good call, sir.
He may have, you know, let Vincent go by and, you know what? I've been in front of you for a few laps now, go ahead.
It's your turn.
Exactly.
It's
way harder to save fuel when you're behind someone.
Yeah,
You lose more time, but yeah, Tunisian, by the way.
Right, here we go. First,
Yeah.
he's fast into there. You want to get that speed scrubbed off good and quick. That was a very efficient pit stop, though. And you can save a lot of time here with that crazy pit entry. Chris is showing his nose.
Well,
but he's...
maybe he hit his number. I know he just want to get by again to make some.
Yeah, maybe.
You know. The number I was doing in the 1000, the lowest was 4.15 liters a lap, which is quite low, and I was full to do 26 laps a stint. But I was a bit slow doing that. But you know, that's something to consider. You do want to keep the pace up, because if you lose 2 seconds, there's no way it's very good.
Yeah.
Pete.
Yeah, go on.
You want to have a quick chat with Hoff, because he's out anyway, and he's still in the interview room. You might just have a quick chat with him.
No.
Oh. So, sorry for me. I won't say anything anymore.
No, I'll go and get him. I just lost the stream for a minute there. Right, where is he? Oh, right, well done. Andrew Hoffman, good evening.
Oh, good morning.
Oh, good morning, sorry. Yeah, you're on the other side of the planet, aren't you?
On the wrong side.
On the wrong side, yeah. You've got to hold all your mugs and glasses upside down so they're liquid. So, anyway.
What?
Dear. So, in your 1000 race today, did you hit any kangaroos or to the end?
No, dodged everyone.
Awesome.
We started in 16th and finished 6th. We stuck to a fuel plan and stayed out of trouble. So I finished 6th, over the moon with it.
That's a really good result. And who did you race with?
I raced with a fella called Christopher Blanche. He lives just up the road, about 6 hours.
Just up the road. That's the length of the UK. That's the length of the whole of the UK.
6 hours will get me to fucking Switzerland, man.
You want to try it? It's just up the road. I mean, 6 hours is nothing. Jeez.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so he'd never driven the V8 supercar 2 weeks ago. And I said, do you want to join me in the 1000? And he said, I've never driven it, but I'll give it a go. So, yeah.
So what?
Yeah,
Was that when you're driving by his home randomly because it's 6 hours?
Yeah, flew by COVID.
Yeah. Oh, that's class. And then tonight, somebody threw their car into your car, didn't they?
Yeah. These things happen. You know, I've been up for 27 hours, so I'm a bit tired. I never expected to sort of do well because I'm tired. As you know, you lose pace when you're tired, but yeah, these things happen. Not too worried about it.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely see you back for the next race, I'm hoping. I've forgotten where it was now. I did have the schedule.
I think it's some scuzzy track I hate.
Yeah, it is, yeah. It's Suzuka.
Yeah, that's definitely a track I hate.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll do very well. Anybody you'd like to shout out to before we let you go and celebrate your 6th place in the 1000, even if you can't celebrate anything?
Yeah, yourselves. Hey, Wobbly, did you like that jump?
We really enjoyed it, man. 10 out of 10. Just keep that. You won the race. That's all that.
That works. I'll go with that. I like you. You're my next best friend.
That's what Pete says to me, but he doesn't want to say it on the broadcast.
Yeah, that'll never get
what a lunch. What a lunch. Did you see that lunch, Stephen?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was quite good.
Yeah. Sam in the background. You, Pete, Wobbly, especially, tick next to your name. Bill, who I can't hear his Dorset tone, so I'm a bit saddened by that. BSTV, keep up the good work.
Thank you very much. Andrew Hoffman.
See you, boys.
Oh, got him off mid-sentence, never mind.
That's your thing.
It is my thing, yeah. It's called efficiency. Ooh, what's Vincent doing? He's strobing in and out at the minute on the screen that I'm watching.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So hopefully his connection isn't too bad. We are on European servers.
Are you on my stream, Pete?
Of course I am, yeah.
Okay, so I probably need to sleep a bit because I've not seen you playing at home.
Yeah, oh god. So race director is doing his job with his eyes shut, folks. That's always going to be bad, right?
So I want to apologize to Tony because I jinxed him. He's now 10th, and he hit the wall. So. Tony.
Tony? Oh, that's after his pit stop, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, he has pitted. Was it a massive difference in pit stop times, though?
You do find that, yeah, and a lot of it's fuel related, and a lot of it's damage related. Chris tries to convince the car in front of him that he's going to the pits. That's the weirdest tactic I've ever seen.
That's oval tactics, right? So
that is oval tactics, but you do it when you're in front, Chris, not when you're behind the car in front. Anyway.
Driving ovals.
Stacey on the chat says, wow, Hoff, what an accent. I'm still horny right now from Hoff's accent.
So Martin.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's people talking to me on Discord as well.
What's me?
Oh no, it was Hoffman.
But you're a popular kind of guy. So.
It's true.
This fight, I mean, it's not really a fight, but they're driving so a little snap. They're driving so close to each other, and keeping in mind that Vincent is from Australia, right?
Yeah.
And Chris is from Canada. So I hope this goes well and they don't get a weird netcode thing.
See what you mean? Yeah. So their pings might be miles and miles apart. Let me go and have a look on iRacing.
I mean, I'm not saying it will, but
actually, well, Vincent's is quite high. His ping is 366, so he's in the red zone. whereas Chris is 133, so he's fine.
So, I mean, I have to point out that Tyler is running third, right? And he's in no one's line. He's 9 seconds behind, and he's 9 seconds in front of Adam. I mean, it's really I found it real hard to keep my focus when doing so. That's always the races where I crash.
Well, as everybody knows, I am the king of focus. I don't think about what I'm going to have for dinner while I'm racing, all the things I have to work, and all the other stuff that makes me. I can never ever comment about any of those. My brain just. Oh, if it's a track where you've got similar turns on the track, I'm doomed because I will always think I'm at a turn that I'm not at. Suzuka's a bad one for a few turns.
Yeah, Suzuka's. I mean, I did have fun on Suzuka driving the old pit, but.
Yeah, I do like Suzuka. I do reasonably well there if I allow myself to. Whereas this track, I've never. Ooh, that's not good from Stephen. That's not the angle you. Coming away from Murray's in.
Maybe he did the jump. Oh no.
No. He might wish that he had done. Oh. There we go.
Yeah.
Nothing bad. Nothing bad.
Still good. Did he miss the pit entry? That's normally Pete's job.
He's hot into there, and he's had to bail. Yeah.
I hope he has enough fuel.
Yeah, there is that. He's driving like he has got enough fuel, so I think he's okay. These two are still stapled together.
Top 3 are the only ones who drove a 2.4-ish lap, and the others are around 2.5.
Is Tony not done at 2:04?
Oh, you're right about that. Yes, sorry, I missed it. Yeah, 2:04.54.
And we've got to remember that he is already pitted, and so he's got to rejoin this group at some point. Well, probably not rejoin these two, but the rest of them I'm talking about. These two go around again. We're on lap 17. What did you say you got, Sam? 26 laps, did you?
Yeah, but no restriction of fuel. So
of course.
I think we're more on pitting this lap or the next one.
Right, okay, cheers. Yeah, we restrict the fuel tanks in this league, so they won't be doing the same as a full tank. I don't remember anything ever.
I mean, Adam must be exhausted by guys relentlessly charging at him.
Well, he's not got the excuse that he's not got enough practice. He's done several hundred laps around here in the last few days.
Did he?
Probably,
did Adam,
yeah.
Oh, but did Adam drive the 1000 or?
Oh, I thought he did.
I'm not sure, so that's why I asked.
Right, okay.
This
no, I
track...
don't think he did he?
No, I don't think he did.
No.
So this track was the when I first started iRacing, and I came into C class. This was the first track I drove after the D class because it was the IMSA one.
Right.
And obviously I did do some tracks on the Formula 1, etc. But I never heard of this one before I started. So I crashed it like 20 times in one lap. I was like, if this is gonna be my racing career, I better stop.
Yeah, it really does filter out the.
Is he going for it?
I think he is, you know. And I think Vincent, in a sensible world, should let him go. And
yeah,
he has done. Yeah.
Yeah. This is this is probably Chris just saying I got enough fuel, I'll just gun it.
Yeah, maybe, or he wants to be into pit lane ahead of Vincent. No, he's going again.
No, he's in. Yeah.
Chris is going for the fuel save strategy.
Right, you wouldn't believe it, given where he is on track.
So does Tyler, and I expect Adam to do the same. Even though
Right.
Adam was in front, but yeah,
Oh,
No, Adam's
yeah,
in.
till
couldn't
pit.
keep it
Yeah.
up.
He's been leading that train for too long, hasn't he? In order to be able to stay out for one more. These guys have been in his tow, so that they've got the fuel to carry on.
Doesn't mean he doesn't come out of it in front of them, obviously.
No,
It's
no,
like
not
they
at
have
all.
to put in a stellar lap now.
Yeah. In the background there, Ivan Batman's still well in it.
With lights and all.
With lights, yeah. Obviously the cars in front of him are a lap ahead. Tony Kloosterman jumping up because other people are in the pits. Tony Kloosterman has just overtaken Vincent Gilbeck.
He did?
He did, but he went in pretty early, short
Yeah,
field.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
no
he's-
tires,
yeah.
so
Yeah, he's up sync. Yeah.
So
yeah, and
he
took the
will
other
be
pits.
our effective leader, obviously on a completely different pit strategy to everybody else. Stacey says that Tyler needs to catch up.
Oh, he can't. He's not good enough. I'm pretty curious if he... Yeah, he's going in.
Yeah. He's not got a solar powered car, has he, like Michael Taliancic?
Well, 20 lap is possible, but you need to save a lot.
Yeah.
So, Tyler is going for another lap.
And see,
Wow, okay.
That's impressive.
So he'll end up with a very short pit stop on the next, or on his last one, I should say.
yeah, that means I could have done 21 laps.
Are you suggesting you could have been on for a winner here?
Oh no, not a win. I would be last. Well, maybe not this one, but yeah, 21 lap. Let's be clicking the run button then. Sorry for all that. Hopefully I did not click on the close the broadcast thingy. Kenzie did the same. And
Yeah.
Steiner did. So yeah.
Yeah, they're the only ones who haven't yet. But it might be just a tactic of Tony just going in early, right? Or did he take? But did he take repairs? I'm not sure. But
Now he will have to do one more stops than everybody else. Well, at
Yeah.
least than Chris and Tyler and Kenzie.
cool.
So
Yeah.
that's a good thing to do.
No, pitting early, particularly around Bathurst, isn't the way to go, as far as I'm aware anyway. Although Nemela pitted early round here once and did get the jump on someone, didn't he? But it was only... Nikolai Bogatyrov has now boxed his car. He's the next car ahead of Ivan Batman's. And we're
Every
watching Tyler, who is our current race leader.
Yeah, every time when I see this straight, I hope that somebody just does the jump. Yeah, just
I think you'll see a lot of jumps at the end
yeah,
of
he's
this
coming
race.
in. Yeah, probably. He's going in.
And
Yes.
so
Yeah.
is Kenzie.
I think that Chris is still ahead of Tyler, probably, but the gap would have been. I think it saves like 2 seconds or something like that, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Kenzie did an excellent pit entry. I didn't see the rest of Tyler's, but I expect it to be equally as good. This is car 11 making his way around now, chasing his own team, sister team.
You see that Vincent lost about a second and a half.
Over Tyler.
No, over Chris.
Ah, right, okay. No, sorry, Vincent. Sorry, I thought you
Vincent,
were talking
Vincent.
Kenzie. Sorry. I do like that new wheelie bins paint scheme. I like the other one, and I like the first one as well. Big sim racing team in Australia, as far as I understand it. Oh, it's a league, isn't it, Sam? Wheelie bins.
I have absolutely no idea.
Okay, you're useless. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Vincent probably told us like 20 times what it was, but yeah.
Yeah, and Bill seemed to know quite a lot about it, if I remember rightly.
So I'm looking at the pit stop times, and
Yeah.
Tyler's one is 1:10, 1 minute and 10 seconds, where Chris's is 1 minute and 9 seconds. So his total stop was faster than Tyler's.
Yeah, that could be. No, because that starts tripping as soon as you enter pit lane, doesn't it?
Yeah, and the
Right.
stop time is about the same, but the entry of Chris must have been massive. Same as Kenzie, because he has the fastest time.
But your time is recorded from the cones, no?
Yes, but the time stopped is about the same for all the guys.
Right. Okay. So
So
how do you end up with a second faster when you're under the same speed restriction as everybody
Well,
else? Is it
okay.
just?
Look at Ant times. He did that in 1 minute 8 with a longer pit stop.
Right.
Which is
1 minute 858. Yeah.
I think that's the heel toe thing that he's got going on. I think he's got it down to perfection.
I don't know if you noticed, but if you drive in pit lane, right, and you shift.
Oh no!
Who's this?
That is Ant Woodward. I think I've cursed him somehow. What's he done here? Over Skyline.
Oh, just.
Oh,
much
I lost
speed, I
it.
think.
It's
Yeah, too
waggled
much
on him,
speed.
hasn't it? Oh! Actually, that wasn't
It
as bad as
still
I
looks-
thought.
Pretty good.
Yeah. I think he's got away with that. Is he going to try and spin it?
Oh, this is good.
Oh,
I like this.
that was nice.
I like that.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 for that one. And he's away. Right. So, thought that was worse than it actually was, to be honest.
It does cost a lot of time, obviously, but I mean, he's still running. And as I said in the beginning, it's an accomplishment on its own to just enter it and finish it.
Yeah, and his steering looks straight. It probably handles a bit funny because it will have taken damage, that car. But his steering looks pretty standard. Is he going to pit or is he going to go again? He's going again, so it can't be that bad. Somebody's just entered the pits. That was Jamie Wilson.
No, I was about to say, when you enter a pit lane and you shift back and forth between gears, you get a kilometer or a mile, whatever.
I've heard this before and I've tried it,
Yeah.
but I can't make it work.
You just shift between second and third the whole time, depending
Right.
on the car, and then you just go faster into the pit lane without getting a penalty. We have to practice it a couple of times, but it's not like one click and then another click, but it's click, 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 the whole time.
Right.
Someone
Hey,
did
Sif.
that in the GT40 series and they got a penalty.
Did they?
Yeah, it's true. Some cars are handle it funny because the GT3 car of the BMW, the M4, is it M? I don't know. Well, whatever. The GT3 BMW does, when you shift up, it goes like 4 kilometers over it, so then it's pretty risky. But depending on the car, you can just practice it in official practice, whatever, and then you get a penalty or not. It doesn't really matter then. And I've seen-
Freddie's caught Stephen again.
Yeah.
Freddie not in the team down under paint that he's. Oh no! Who's that?
And again.
I bet that's to do with the damage that he got on Skyline.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's
He
reset the
it.
car.
Yeah. Okay, when you have an incident like that, it's really hard to get your foot back.
Yeah, yeah.
And normally it's not an issue, but on this track you just need 100% focus. Or
You
even
do.
more.
And even the slightest amount of damage when you're going at speeds like this, it accentuates the effect of the damage, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So a little twitch on a normal lap you can control and sort out with the gas pedal, but a little twitch when you got a damaged car, it really spits your car off one way or the other.
you guys have SDK running, right? And I see a top 3 for Vincent Skillback with 300 kilometers an hour. That can't be right.
I have 294
294. Wow.
Yeah, I have 300, so.
and 298 for Jimmy Wilson, but that's possible. If you run very low wing and you're behind someone, you will hit the 300s. Pretty close. I know the second run of Stylers today was not possible. Too much wing.
Yeah.
But yeah, some crazy people who run zero ring, well not zero, but a very low air ring, and you can get pretty fast.
That's crazy.
And was that with a toe or without a toe? I'm pretty curious about that.
So into the chase for these 3. Greg stepping out to have a really long... do anything that far back. And then round they go again. These 2 are both chasing Kenzie still. Stephen Phillips and Freddie are still in close company. And Miro is kind of, well, he's not all on his own, is he? He's got a friend behind him. Is that Stephen Phillips close to Miro? Yeah. So I think we've got Miro, Stephen and Freddie all about to be very close together again.
It's only these 3 guys who are really close up. Oh, I hear a crash. I'm on the backside, wait. Did I hear a crash? I heard some. What's that?
Sometimes when you go over some of the curbs on certain tracks, it sounds like someone's crashed and they haven't. They've hit a big curb. We're watching Greg and Adam now. Well, again.
It's the closest. It's the closest fight there is.
Actually, it's equally as close as Steven and Miro.
Besides them.
You get a lot of this in these V8 races. Pocketed battles. Sometimes they'll split up for a few laps and then come back together.
It's so much better when he's quiet, right?
Yeah, he's way better when he's quiet.
Yeah.
Are you 2 idiots talking about me?
Yes. you went quiet all of a sudden. Yeah, it was good.
Oh, here we go. He's having this.
Yeah, he has a...
Is he going to stick with him though? He is. The side by side on the start finish here.
And then you get the long straight, so if he gets past, Adam still gets a chance to get the position back.
Oh dear.
And now it's too far.
Yeah, he had to get out of that because he got a little bit of a hit check from Greg.
His elbow's out, it's fine.
Yeah, very much so. This is Stephen chasing down Miro into no, this is the end of Conrad. Into the chase now.
Yeah, I think he just let him go.
I do as well. It's probably sensible driving there from Miro. At the front, Tony Klusterman now leads his teammate and countryman car 11 by 1.5 seconds. So that's closed down quite a lot. And Vincent Skillbeck in his wheelie bin behind car 11. So there's a few gaps forming at the very front. Tyler's got a massive job to do now. He's 16 seconds behind Vincent Skillbeck. I don't know where Tony Klusterman will filter back in. Work it out, wobbly or not.
Yeah, he hit that wall, right? So he's probably been like a lap of 5 or something. And then gonna wait. It's gonna take 1 minute, right? So we will be back at 10th place or something.
Yeah.
Quick math in my head, so that probably is not accurate.
Big lock up from Stephen Phillips going around Forest Elbow there. His lines through the other corners were a lot better than Miro. Gave a much bigger swing into the corners. Miro's car on the left-hand side looks second, and that's after a pit stop. So I know they won't stop to do all the repairs if they're just optionals like these will be. But yeah, that's pretty caved in on that side. A big scrape he's had there.
It'll probably get better because if you pit, then you get a little bit of repairs because you need to take damage.
Yeah, but even those sort of bits of damage, they do affect the car. Freddie's car looks pretty immaculate, to be honest. I probably just cursed him terribly.
You have experience with damaged cars.
Oh, I'm an expert at driving a damaged car. I'm an expert at re-damaging a damaged car. Stacey says it's nice to see a half yellow car leading the race. That's back when Vincent was winning. Probably got the hots for Stephen Phillips' wing mirrors.
So Sam, what did you find the hardest when you were driving the 1000? Or are you eating pie again?
That's that question. I think the whole track is the hardest, you know. But there are other things to do is, you know, get used to how the cars evolve over the stint, because when you get out, you got big tires and everything, and when you're later in the stints, especially in corners like Forest Elbow and things like that, you tend to lock the tires because, you know, you need to adjust your braking because it's downhill, there's cambers all over the place. You see, look at that track, that's just insane. And just to say it, Steven's just got the tires again. So I think that's the hardest part of it, you know. When you've raised the track like hundreds of laps, like probably all of these guys have done, and I did it as well. You know the track, so you know where the car needs to be. This is not the issue. The issue is getting used to how the cars handle over the stint.
Yeah, it's pretty scary to drive with other people.
Well, to be honest, we did the 1000 today, and the split was so good. I mean, there were no hazardous people. Like, we started from the pits feeling like, you know, it's always carnage at Bathurst. So let's start from the pits, even if we put it on pole, let's start from the pits. And yeah, nobody crashed, nothing.
That's
Everything went super smooth, and it has been like that all the race long. So that was really, really good. And it's the same for this day, you know, people are super fair to each other, so...
Yeah, I mean,
worry about those people.
It's really weird how this goes in endurance racing, because I drove the 24 hours of Daytona, and it was absolute mayhem from start to back. We were like in the, I don't know, I can call like the 6th split or something. It almost feels like the guys in these cars, in the V8s, because it feels like more of a niche car, you know. They're more safe and more sensible in a certain kind of way because it's so tricky to drive.
Oh yeah, you have to be careful with it. that's sure.
And if you have to drive the GT3, so I mean, it's just ABS, traction control, and everything. So you can just launch it in, and if you overshoot your braking point, you will be fine.
Oh yeah, you do that with the V8. You're in the wall. Yeah, well, we saw that with Tony. He missed the corner. He was in the wall.
Yeah. Tony's in the pit lane, by the way.
Yeah, that's
that'll be scheduled.
Yeah.
And it was timely as well because car 11 had pulled up right onto his boot lid, so he's done that, I think, as well to assist Chris Jackson. I thought there was going to be a Star Wars moment there where the student became the master as Chris overtook Tony, but not to be the case.
So I'll be right back. I have to do things you don't want to know.
Oh dear. Wobbly's going for a poo, everybody.
And Pete, if you want to, we've got Ant Woodward in the interview room.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. If you're anywhere near the clicking buttons, then you can do that. Ant Woodward, good evening.
I'm at a loose end now, so I thought I'd have a chat.
Yeah, we saw you in some very good and heated battling, and then it all came away at the seams. Tell us about what happened.
I didn't know if I was going to make 2 hours. I had an operation last week.
Oh, right.
I'm in quite a bit of pain, so I wanted to just join in for fun.
Was it a brain operation to see if you had one?
It was close, broken jaw.
Broken jaw. What have you been doing? If you were doing some fighting, you're doing it wrong, mate.
No, I fell off a bike.
You fell off a bike. Okay, right. Okay, yeah. Was it BMX with stabilizers?
Yeah, nearly. I did have a
Nearly.
helmet on though, and it just
right.
full-face motocross helmet.
Right. One of my members of staff, he was mountain biking on a black route, and it pitched him over his handlebars and broke his collarbone and destroyed his shoulder and all sorts of stuff. So I'm guessing you did something like that.
Pretty similar. The last thing I remember was being in the air.
Oh, right. Okay, and not in a helicopter.
No, but I felt good in the air, which is strange.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened after that.
Yeah, was it quite peaceful for a while?
It was very peaceful. Sublime.
Yeah, sublime, yeah. I'm surprised you're talking, to be honest.
The landing was not so sublime.
I take it sparks you good and proper then?
Yeah, it was not bad.
Right, okay, well, shame you've had that happen. Has it done anything for your look?
Yes, it's improved from no end. May have knocked a bit of short-term pace into me as well. I was doing it right tonight.
You were doing brilliantly up until a moment that shall remain nameless.
That's like my mountain biking. I was having a great time until it wasn't.
Oh dear. The NQR boys are leading the way tonight, though, aren't they? Car 11 and Tony are doing. Had a bit of an upset along the way, but he's trying to recover the situation. And Greg, he's very competitive as well. He was racing with you for a while.
Yeah, I was surprised Greg was behind me on the grid, and then you got the worry of letting him pass because he was faster. And we managed to box.
Yeah, so that.
Was it Kenzie?
Kenzie, yeah. He didn't know where to go, bless him. He was like, oh, just forget it then.
A little bit of chess with racing cars.
Yeah, he was like, if you're going to be like that, I'm just not going to bother.
I chucked it away after anyway.
You did, yeah, but I'm sure you had fun up until that point. And not tempted to do the 1000 with anybody today, then with broken.
I passed on that.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you.
10 laps in, I started to get pain. It just defocuses you. Well, I think I came out of the pit and didn't reset my bars. So I had a full fuel and sloppy bars.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Yeah, well, your fan club's been on in the form of Stacey and probably Evie as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Anybody you'd like to have a shout out to before we let you go and Painkiller?
Yeah, them, of course, Stacey and Evie. And the team, I hope they do well. And you guys for doing the broadcast. Team sponsors, Sumobility and Racetech.
Awesome stuff. In that case, we'll see you next time out. Suzuka is the next destination for the V8s in a couple of weeks. So we'll see you there, and hopefully your jaw will hold up.
It's getting better now.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
That was Ant Woodward. Sadly had to retire. He's obviously not the first and won't be the last around this track. It's an absolute monster and a challenge for anybody. It's difficult to do. It's even difficult to drive slow around here because the corners are fairly challenging. All right, you look, it's a 90-degree turn. It's nothing. But in these cars, the way that it lines the rear, the curbs destabilise the car at the best of times. So once you get back on the gas, you're kind of doing 75% throttle at first because you're too scared to do 100, and then you slam it after that. This turn here, as Stephen's just demonstrated, you wash out very quickly, If you've got no front end grip, you're done for. Same in this one. This is the cutting going up the hill here. Your back end wants to kill you. The front end wants to wash out. This is the one where Wobbly killed himself earlier today. Then through... Oh, he's back. And then through here, which kills me every time. I don't like this bit because I want to hit the wall all the time. Terribly suicidal through. And then McPhillamy Park just spit you off into that red wall on the right. Down here, the weight transfer in this bit is obscene. What are you laughing at, Wobbly?
I'm not laughing. I was just thinking about. No. I'll later. Go ahead.
All right, okay. And then we're in Forest Elbow. Oh, hang on, the leader's in. No, the second place car is in. Yeah. So is that early?
It is.
I think it is.
So how many?
31.
How many incidents can you get? Where's the limit there before you get a penalty on this one?
I'll tell you. Just give me a sec.
I'm not thinking it's a penalty, but I'm just curious about that.
Every 20.
20.
So in an endurance race, that's reasonably tight on certain tracks. I don't think it'll affect it here, because if you generate here, you generate a dead car.
Yeah.
Because it's all concrete, isn't it? So I don't think it's incident points. I would assume it's some sort of tactic, but I can't work out for the life of me what that would be right now. As soon as we've not got a Tyler, has a Sam got any kind of insight into that tactic?
Going in now?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. Yeah. We don't know what's going on.
You need free stops, right, Sam? For this race.
Yeah, but you're generally trying to get a short stop somewhere, aren't you?
So this might be the short stop.
It's an odd one though, because it's a gamble at this point, isn't it? Because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, but it is a short stop because he did 1 minute complete in total, and he stood still for 24 seconds. So it's a short stop.
Right.
You're probably thinking that he's gonna run. He's either gonna run behind Chris the whole time or just gamble something because he has the margin to play with on Tyler.
Right. Okay. Yeah, he has got a big margin on Tyler. I mean, it was something like 16 seconds or approaching 17 at the time, I think. So yeah, he's got a buffer behind him, but it's in my head, it's still a gamble. You kind of want to. Well, I suppose if he's not making any inroads on Chris Jackson, then he's going to try and do something different, isn't he?
Well,
yeah.
It's a two-stopper if you do it like Tyler and Chris. You know.
Yep.
So Vincent here is putting himself into a three-stopper, which means, I don't know, he needs to push super hard to get back to Chris. So, you know, I don't really see how this will play out for him.
No, I don't think the tactic's a sound one necessarily. Greg Carr is also in the pit now, so he's decided to take a similar tactic. He didn't do the massive fuel saving that everyone. We're watching Vincent at the moment making his way up the hill. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I wanted to say, but you said something about not being able to drive slow on this track. And,
yeah.
I saw your lap time, so I guess that would be okay.
You are such a knobhead, it's funny. So Stephen Phillips still being chased down by Freddie. This is a battle that's lasted for quite a long time, to be honest. Bit to and fro in here and there. But he's closing in on him quite quickly now.
So, Greg did about the same time as Vincent did on the pit stop.
Right,
so he's
okay.
doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, yeah. I can hear Tyler talking on the chat, but I'm just ignoring whatever he said. Didn't really hear it very well.
I didn't hear it either. I could rewind it.
I wouldn't bother. Freddie's car has damage on the left-hand side, but I think we saw where that was incurred. I mean, he's definitely catching Stephen now, and quite a rate of knots now he's got in the toe. Stephen does like to lock up his left front going through there. I mean, it's easily done, isn't it? Because the left-hand side of the car is completely
Right. I'm pretty curious what he said.
What? Oh,
No.
right. You're trying to find out what Tyler said because he's your boyfriend or something.
Yeah, he's my lover.
He's your lover, right? Okay, as long as we're clear on that, that's fine. As we see, Freddie's brakes getting red hot at the end of the chase there. Probably see the same thing again into Murray's because they won't have cooled down very much. A little bit. As he sets off again after Stephen Phillips. It's a good mature drive from Freddie, isn't it? Oh, do you know what he said now?
Yeah, something about that he's disappointed in Sam. There's something about Discord.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, I saw it written in Discord, but I'm just too sleepy now to, get my head over it. I've not even watched it because I cannot find which channel it is or PM or anything. So I know it's 19 laps, 19 laps now.
Right.
And you can stretch it to 20th, so...
Yeah. Did we see someone do 21 or not? Am I making that up?
No, I just said I could have been in the
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I was saving few, but...
But we don't take Tyler's comments too serious, right?
Definitely not.
No. Never on the same page. This is the first time, Pete.
No,
High five.
Never. So we've done 1 hour and 10 minutes of this 2-hour race, and we've still got some reasonably close battling going on, this being one of them, with Freddie chasing down Stephen. Stephen's managed to pull out quite a bit of a going over the top of the mountain there. He's managed to gap Freddie a little bit. This is also going on, so this is Tony chasing down Adam, and he's catching him reasonably quickly, but we know Adam
Yeah,
saw that
Adam's
in
still.
his first stint.
Yeah. He's still on all the tires than Tony.
Yes. Yeah, because Tony's been in again since.
Yeah, and just have to say, I'm disappointed on Tyler being that far away from Chris. Just a shame.
I don't think that Adam is gonna put up a real fight. Oh, he had a little snap there, but I don't think Adam is gonna put up a real fight because he probably knows that Tony has new tires and has to pit again.
Yeah.
There's no,
It's not a battle he's in, is it? So.
No, you wouldn't move out of the way fairly, but you wouldn't fight it either.
No. And in the distance there, and just entering quarry turn, and about to leave it about now is Vincent Skillback. So he's closing in on Tony as well. So this may well come together, and it may play into Car 11's hands even more if Vincent gets slowed down by Tony.
So.
Tony's not waiting. Oh my word! I've never seen an overtake there, really. Not in that kind of anger.
I wouldn't have done that.
Let's say it's a bit dangerous, to be honest.
A bit.
Yeah. Well, he knows that, so he knows he can do it with,
Yeah, Adam's a very skilled racer and in complete control of his car, so...
Yeah, but I'm sure Adam's not happy about it.
No. Tony was definitely forcing the issue there. Probably hoping that Adam would, get off the gas, but Adam wasn't having a bar of that.
By the way, Kenzie overtook Ivan somewhere in lap 32 because Ivan had a snap and hit the grass a little bit.
Ah, right, okay.
He did save it, but... So that's what's going on there.
Yep, Adam is now going to fall prey to Vincent very shortly.
Okay. So, Ivan just crashed.
Ah.
I want to rewatch that snap. He's on the back straight, on the straight of the start-finish straight.
Here we go, passing pit lane entry and into Murray's. Kind of throwing that in pretty heavy. Oh, I've done this loads.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is... If you haven't done that, then you've not really driven back, to be honest.
I have never done that.
What?
Never dare.
Really? I've done that so many... I've seen loads... I've driven past so many people that are parked exactly...
It's... Oh, jeez. This is harsh.
It is a harsh track. It really is a harsh track. There's so many challenging aspects to it. And look at this. I thought Vincent was going to get him on Mountain Straight. He's pushing him up the hill.
Oh, Adam was really wide there.
He was, but he's brought it back in line. You don't overtake at McPhillamy. You might do an overtake into Skyline if you're brave. Ooh, and he is.
No, it's just Adam letting him by.
Yeah, that was. Definitely. He was off the gas and on the brakes early. That's given Tony a bit of a runaway. So we'll have to see how Vincent manages this situation.
I seriously just realized that Ivan is probably Dutch. And his name is Ivan and not Ivan.
But his surname certainly isn't Batman's.
Batman's.
Stacey says, nice move. That was a very good move.
I think that Adam might be just on the right track to get 4th position.
Yeah, he's playing the chess game here, isn't he? He's been patient, waiting to see what happens at the last stop. Which is why I was surprised that a few people took an earlier, shorter stint. Because I think he's going to be on for a very short stop at the very end, with the amount of staving that he's probably done.
Well, he will probably not have to do a short stop at the end.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, I said to you early, it's a 2-stopper.
Yeah.
So, he done one already.
True, yeah.
Even though he did it on lap 18, and he needs to be on lap 19 to make a 2-stopper.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe not then. Yeah.
Chris, Tyler, and Kenzie are on 2 stops. Definitely. Vincent, I think, was, but no, he's not anymore.
No, that one surprised me. He must have not been able to fuel save while he was leading car 11 earlier.
Yeah, that's... And he's not really gaining that much time either. Chris, well, not to make it to a pit stop.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really get the tactic. It's a bit weird. But
Yeah, I still think it's just just a gamble from his side. It's like I'm not gonna catch up anyway, so I'll just try to do something different.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was referring to earlier. And Clyde's a big advocate of doing something different if you're not reeling somebody in, just to see what happens. If nothing else, if you're not going to gain in your current tactic, why stick with it? You know. Meanwhile, Freddie sets off after Stephen again, and it's starting to close again. This one seesaws up and down in terms of the gap between these two cars. He's right on him now, though. Although Stephen's quite smooth, so he's good out of certain corners where Freddie isn't, and Stephen peels off.
Yeah, they've gone at it the whole time. I mean, Freddie was just following and fuel saving because I think he could have launched it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, easily, yeah.
So I'm kind of
sorry, go on.
Kind of curious about the pit stop time of Steven now. I mean, they will give us a good example of the other times which are coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he's on the same strategy.
Yeah, he's just lost a position to Nikolai in the pit stops. Obviously, Nikolai is yet to do a second stop.
So the maximum amount of incidents someone has, according to my SDK, is 5. After an hour and 18 minutes of racing on Bathurst. Which blows my mind.
I have got a different number.
Which number do you have?
Oh no, sorry. Yes, I do have a different number. I have 9.
Who has 9?
We said this in a stream once, and then there was a bump and run done. So I don't know whether I should share. It's Ivan.
Yeah. Why does he have 3 on my screen?
Because SDK doesn't record all in.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
And I am now going to do something indescribable, and I'll be back very shortly.
But don't leave me alone with Sam.
Sorry, I have to. Otherwise, I'm going to be sat in a pool of my own wee.
Broadcast will just be better.
Oh, what? Alright then, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah, see you, Pete. Bye. Have a good one.
But knowing you. So this is the
new BSTV team now, just us two, right? Well, the broadcast team, I mean, because I still raise more with Tyler or Adam. All I mean, well, that's fair enough, you know, you're will be after all. Talking about Adam is the bits. Same for Frederick.
Let's just talk about Adam and the whole time. Because I mean, BSTV highlight. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Because I was just about to say this. Is pretty much the first time I see Jimmy again on stream on the broadcast. Wait, I was telling about stop Steven, right? His stop time was 1:11, and Adam's stop was 1:09. And Adam is on the 2 stoppers, so he's pretty much done now, so he can just gun it to the end, or with a little bit of saving.
Yeah, Chris is in exactly on 1 hour 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I would have done one more lap, to be honest. But yeah.
Yeah, but he has a gap to play with, right? So he can just go and save a little bit more fuel for that extra lap at the last stint.
He's got 30 seconds over Tyler the Snail.
Tyler the Snail, that's a good one, mate.
Yeah, yeah. He was just over a second faster than me, the 1000, but there you just dead.
But he's in the lead now, so.
Yeah, just don't tell him.
Have you been in the lead, Sam? Ever?
Before I entered the grid, which I did not in the 1000, I was in the lead because Tyler put the car on pole. So I guess I could say yes, even though technically I wasn't. This is a 4-car battle, by the way.
Yeah, they're all getting back together because they were all spread out, and suddenly after the pit stops, I'm still kind of confused because I think that Jamie's a very capable and fast driver.
Yeah, but you know, he was caught in the incident at the start, and he had to you know, slow down and things. And then, you know, he went like 10 seconds back to everybody. So he's doing a pretty good job getting back in the race now. He's fighting for P10.
Yeah, but he still has to take a stop.
Well, they all have to, I think.
No,
maybe
Steven.
not Frederick, but...
No, Steven stopped and Frederick stopped.
I'm not sure Steven will make it to the end. Lap 36 feels a bit early to me. Frederick is probably good, but Steven, I'm not sure.
Well, it's a mountain, so if you just go in neutral and just let it roll.
Yeah, but he will lose the spot anyway, you know. There's a point you need to apply some, you know, power to the car.
Oh, these four seem to be coming back together again, don't they?
Are you just repeating, Sam?
Am I?
Yeah, he was just listening to the broadcast and, you know, trying to say, oh, look, I'm a professional.
I can take a piss and come back and say something great.
Yeah, Tyler and Ken are professional now.
So, for those people watching, these two that are in the booth with me are utter knobhead.
Because we are more handsome than you are?
No. Yeah, Jamie Wilson, not made massive inroads into this race, really, has he? Well, he's doing better than a lot because he's still racing.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's slowly moving forward, more to the attrition rate than anything else.
So this is Tyler in the pit, and there goes Chris. Or is it Tony?
That's Greg.
Greg. Oh, it's Greg. Yeah.
Yeah, you only had 3 options and you got all of them wrong.
Why don't they have different liveries?
They do. It's on their spoilers underneath their rear spoiler.
You know I'm colorblind, right? Because it's color I can't see it.
I think you're just blind. Well,
I don't think it is written somewhere.
no, but the flag is underneath the rear spoiler.
Yeah, but I mean, Chris.
It's got a black and white.
Well,
But this is Tony, right?
Yeah, this is Tony.
Yeah, he's
But
got a
you
red.
have to know the guys
flag.
a bit to know which car they race and which
Well,
color is
he
their
should
flag.
have done his homework.
Well, he is not even able to drive at the track. Oh, do you want him to, know something about the race? Oh, jeez, I'm a rake now. There you go.
There we go. Oh, here goes Stephen on Freddie now. Not yet. Up into the cutting. No opportunities to overtake through here, and technically nothing through the next few corners unless you're Tony Klosterman. And your victim is Adam.
I do appreciate Tony for just sticking it there. I mean, I would never have done that, but if you get it done and you get it done cleanly, I would have needed like 3 fresh undies.
Yeah. I mean, it's a Code Brown situation at the best of times, isn't it? And doing the speeds that they were doing, it seemed. Look at the way that Freddie's pulled away from Stephen over the first kind of quarter of the lap or half. Let's see if he can pull it back in again down Conrod Straight. You think he would be able to. He's only half a second behind, or 0.6 now. 0.5 now. And then, yeah, he's reeling him in. 0.4. 0.3.
Just a tilt, right?
Yeah, it's just eating away at whatever he'd managed to gain as a lead. So 0.35 of a second into the end of the chase, and then off to Murray's we go.
Just wanted to mention that Chris did the fastest lap of the race, 2:04.15.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
That's just
Oh
insane.
my lord. That is crazy.
You can't even do that in an IndyCar, Pete.
I can do that in a fighter jet. I mean...
You could even give Pete, the Red Bull X10 or something that is...
Yeah.
rental as
yeah.
well. Even with that, he would not be able to do it.
Definitely not. I think that... I've said this before. I think there should be the option around here. You know, like when you go bowling and you can bring out those little bumpers at the side of... I think there should be the option for that for me, so that I can just get round here without killing my car.
Well, this
But
option is called no damage in
No
aggression.
damage. Yeah.
That would be super weird, Pete, because you got even more walls then.
Yeah, but at least they wouldn't hurt you so much.
So iron doesn't hurt you, but stone does? Or concrete?
Let's move on. Stacey says that you are all comedy. I think it's
Yeah,
just
she's
me.
talking to me and Sam. No, not me and Sam.
No, definitely not. Why are you two ganging up on me? What's this about?
That's what we agreed on.
I
It's a
don't
Brit-
want to gang on you, man. No way. You do whatever you want, but don't bring me into that.
Whoa! Stephen.
That's a rear pretty lively.
Yeah.
Yeah, you love rear stuff, right?
Yeah, that's what we were
Okay,
talking about
I'm
a minute ago with the gang stuff, yeah.
I mean, Stacy, we're just here for your entertainment. But not Pete.
So, this is Kenzie trying to close down Adam. Oh, is that Tyler?
Of course, it is Tyler.
Oh,
It's been
yeah.
Tyler since the start.
Yeah, these have been together for a long time.
No.
You're such a pro. No, they're not. They haven't been.
Yeah, no. It was with Adam at the start, but after
But now it's Tyler.
the first in, Kenzie has just been closing in on Tyler.
Yeah, I think I might retire.
Yeah.
It just. Sam wants to go to bed, so just stop the broadcast.
Oh yeah, just 30 minutes left. It will be fine.
Anybody think that Sam wanted some sleep? I'm going to invite all of the racers in for.
GFI.
So- But you know the story.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Tony in again. Pit stop number 3.
So you had a gap of 25 seconds for Chris. Vincent still has to pit again.
Yeah, and Chris almost closed in
Yeah.
on Vincent. This is just what the heck? I mean,
He's,
Yeah.
yeah.
he's
It's weird.
shaved a massive amount of time off.
Yeah,
he
but with the
closed
base
like
Chris-
5 seconds.
But what the pace Chris has got at the moment on this track, I mean, you can't fault Vincent for trying something different because I think it's the only way to force something.
Yeah,
It's-
that
it's-
is true.
It's obviously that Chris really has the pace in this one, and which is it's really insane how fast he's going. So you can just try to follow up on that, or just try to do something out of the box, which might cost you even a podium, but at least you tried.
Yeah, as Tony comes out in 6th place, 41 seconds. Is that 41 seconds behind Kenzie? It is, isn't it? Yeah. So we're going to have to see where all this pans out, if there's more people to visit pit road.
Nah, it's only 6. It's just this DK being weirdo.
So he's just managed to shave off 34 seconds. Thank you,
by
STK. We
the
love
left
you.
click of my mouth.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm that powerful. I can shave 46. Like, just by a click. I wish I could have done that in the race today, but wasn't
Yeah,
able
but-
to use my mouth. That's a shame.
So I can't imagine, Pete, that the story I told you about the screws coming loose on my base,
Yeah.
that I would have gotten it here, I would have been dead instantly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not somewhere you can hold your wheelbase together with your knees, is it? Is that Greg Carr like going past Ivan like he was going backwards? And here we go with Kenzie again, with Tyler in front of him. Ooh, that was a big leg up, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I did the same thing in the practice I ran, and I crashed.
Yeah,
Oh, I
it spears
spun
you
around.
off to the left,
Yeah.
generally. Yeah. Like I say, I have done a massive amount of laps around here. I'm still rubbish, but I know all the ways that you can crash.
Not only on this track.
No, I'm quite an aficionado at most tracks. You cheeky sod.
That's why you can't get insurance, right?
No, that's for a different reason. Anyway,
Because you're fat?
no, I am sleek and lithe and athletic.
Said nobody ever.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Male Adonis. Anyway,
That's good stuff, man.
yeah, no.
That's rich.
Oh, that was close. From Kenzie, the wall was only millimetres away.
He's only 2 tenths behind up on the mountain. And it's really rough to navigate when you're that close to a car.
It is, and these cars do have a lot of air disturbance behind them. It does lift. Oh, Tyler, where you going, mate? Oh, dear. Everybody else tensed up then, right? And there is Vincent tracking these two down.
No, obviously not, because we have faith in Tyler, but apparently you don't.
No, don't.
It's gonna be a long time for Tyler and Kenzie Drake to stay ahead of Vincent.
Yep.
I don't think they're gonna be able to.
Isn't he fresh out of the pits anyway?
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pitted in lap 43.
Yeah, just 2 laps ago.
I mean, getting close to someone is one, but getting past
Good
them
luck.
is a completely different story.
Oh, yeah. And Tyler's just messed that up. That was a massive bit of curb he got there.
Yeah, message for Tyler. You told me in the race today not to clip that curve. Not clip that curve. Just saying.
Oh, this is a really good exit of Tyler.
It is. Yeah.
He's not even
that
sharing his
smooth.
cam. I don't even look at him. Oh, jeez. He did get a good exit on turn 1 though.
But Kenzie's going to get the toe for enough time to get alongside. He's not going to make it work for him on an overtake, but... Whoa! Oh! That's the leader. Right behind him. Well, not the leader, but one-time leader, I should say.
You don't want to see how I'm sitting now.
Have you eaten your chair?
Not my balls.
There's a few things we don't want to know.
No.
You do whatever you want.
Cheers for that.
No, Vincent's not going to be very happy about this.
Oh, for Tyler, this is a really good situation now. I mean, he's pulling away again for
He's got
a
himself
couple
a
of
gap.
laps.
I
Yeah.
just have one thing to say. What save, man.
Yes.
You just,
Yes.
like 99% of the time, you're just in for
Yeah, but that's,
What is this? Look at the state of it. How has he managed to gather that together?
but that's just a Dutch thing, man. All the Dutch people.
Oh, whatever.
say the guys that eat more walls than I can eat pies.
Did I hit the wall Wednesday? I didn't.
No, but you're not racing the next one because you're scared.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
this is
race
true.
in Nürburgring. I just despise that track. You can't even call it a track.
It's one of the best tracks in the world. It's,
No,
it's
it
only
isn't.
for the big man.
It's
but, yeah.
no, it's overrated as hell.
I was going to
Yeah.
warn you about this, Wobbly. Sam's some sort of sadist as well. He likes the green hell.
It is not just not fun. I just get bored after 3 corners.
It's just because you're not fast enough, and yeah.
Mate, I'm faster than anyone there, but I just get bored.
Well, show us on Wednesday then. I want to
No.
see if you're faster than
Nope.
anybody else.
Nah, I won't.
Show us.
Oh, look at this.
If
But
you
back,
don't,
let's focus on the race and have
Yeah,
the
yeah.
discussion after the broadcast.
Okay, yeah. I would be asleep. I'm going to sleep after the broadcast.
And then I'm gonna just discuss with myself, saying I'm not gonna drive it.
Yeah. You don't have the balls.
So, Vincent is still behind Kenzie. So this is going to go down like a bucket of cold steak right now.
Is he gonna defend? I guess, right. Adam is all about survival this race. You can just see how he drives.
Well, he's still trying to fight, look, because he stayed alongside him for a while and then tucked in across him. And he's trying to make it difficult, at least. Whereas Vincent's just going to be raging at Kenzie.
Did he script the wall there?
No, I think it was just tyre lock-up.
Look at how close they all go.
Yeah, but look who's right behind Vincent now. That's Tony Klusterman's car right behind him.
So I'm hoping that Tony can just make up 35 seconds to Chris. 35 seconds, guys.
Yeah, it's just unreal, isn't it? Chris owes us a pit stop though, doesn't he?
Yeah, sure. Let's say that. And we will low budget at the end of the race.
Yeah.
You would believe he does, looking at how far right he is, but no.
He's on a 2-stopper.
Yeah. Which is unbelievable.
This fight is gonna go right to the wire with these 4 guys.
Yeah, because I don't think any of them need to stop again. 21 minutes to go.
No, they're all good.
Yeah, they should be all good.
And you see the overspeed Kenzie has on Tyler. You see just coming up towards him.
Yep.
And he lost like a second or 2 seconds, something like that, with that little wobbly thing. But he got it back in 1 lap.
Perhaps he didn't lose the contents of his rectum, but yeah, he's managed to claw it all back again.
He might have lost that, but he's now faster on the straight because he did that.
Weighs less now.
Which is weird because it's still in the car, right?
Might be like the Flintstones car. Anyway.
Let's keep running. I'm looking forward to this fight, man.
I mean, we've been racing now for an hour and 40 minutes, and this is 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th, all in the same bit of tarmac. Less than a second covers all 4 of them. And at the moment, Tyler is the donor of the slipstream to the 3 cars behind him.
You see Tyler dropping a little bit of defensive lines. He's just not all the way to the right.
Enough.
Yeah, just keep it wide enough so you don't give the incentive to get past. But don't get wide enough to force your to lose the exits.
Yeah, Tyler didn't get the best last turn exit, and he's holding Kenzie out.
Oh, that's a really good exit of Kenzie.
Nice
yeah. Oh yeah, yes, the slipstream.
This is the ridiculousness of the weave up mountain straight.
I just hope it doesn't end in tears.
We're nearly going 3 wide here into Quarry, or we were for a second. Everybody thought better of it.
So I think if Tyler wants to get position back, then he should just try to get it this lap, because Kenzie seems to be having a bit of faster pace.
Yeah, he, as long as he stays exactly where he is now, he'll have a position to take a huge amount of slipstream down Conrad, and then you got to wonder about the exit him at the same point at Forest Elbow. Sorry. You might end up going 3 wide into the chase on this lap.
Yeah, don't forget that Vincent and Antonio are still really close behind that, so he has to keep in mind that the other guys are gonna attack his position as well.
Yeah, I did just say that, so thanks for paying attention.
No, but I didn't listen to you.
Tyler's not near enough. Tyler's dropped back too far here. He's gonna need some god somewhere to bless him, because there's no way he's going to be able to catch and pass Kenzie on this run-in.
He's getting...
Oh, that's a lot of curb from Kenzie.
As Ben would have said, just send it.
Which you can't do in these cars.
No, you can't.
No, you just end up locking up and going in a straight line. There's just not the grip.
Send Colin doesn't care about that.
No, he doesn't, no. Somewhere in the distance is one car 11, but we're not going to show that because we're going to show Miro apparently instead. He's the next car up the road from these four. He may come into play with this four-way battle now. But Chris is too boring. He's 37 seconds ahead nearly now. Only having a look on the right-hand side of Vincent's car there. And very, very wide cutting.
Yeah, all the way through the marbles. That's not gonna help your tires.
No, definitely not.
But you see the difference that the slipstream makes. I mean, we're looking at forest now, so this is the forest.
Yeah, lots of trees. Very nice. Good shade of green.
You see that Kenzie has the overspeed on Tyler, and once he gets past Tyler, it looks like he can keep up with Kenzie.
Yeah, he needs to be a lot nearer if he wants to affect a pass, though. I mean, that's quite a gap now. 0.6 of a second. Obviously, he's still got the slipstream, but I don't think Kenzie's running very much wing at all. He doesn't eat into it like some of the other competitors.
He still is gaining like 3/10 in the straight, because he was 5/10 on the.
Yeah, he was. It's half the gap. Well, it's yo-yoing. It's almost like Kenzie's better through the end of the chase there as well.
Yep. And they got a back marker right there, so it might be interesting.
Yeah, they've caught Miro very quickly.
Well, it took them 1 hour 44 minutes.
What?
Well, to get to Miro, took them 1 hour 45 minutes.
Yeah, there was some tumbleweed passing past my screen. Sorry, it distracted me for a minute.
Yeah.
So Kenzie, oh, where's Tony? Tony's way back. Why is that?
We'll see. I don't know.
We've missed something there, Mr. Race Director.
Didn't he add a wobble out of the last corner?
I don't know, but he went round Quarry just then, very, very slow.
Right.
And he seems to be dropping even further back. Has he had a slowdown or something? Where can you get a slowdown? He's got another quarter of an hour to drive yet, so I don't think it's going to be fuel related. It's close to the wall, isn't it? Whoa.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
You found it?
Yeah, he had a little moment on the last corner where his backhand snapped out. He saved it pretty well.
Cool.
So it probably cost him just like a second or so.
Yeah, he's got it may be a second, but he's got a back marker now between him as well. So these three have spread out a bit now. Tyler not able to close back in on, is he?
Then he also had a bad first corner, so.
Ah, right. Kenzie's pulled a blinder here.
Yeah, he seems to be pulling away very slowly, but steadily. Do you have any experience with people driving behind you, or is this just a new thing?
Plenty. And usually they're accompanied by a blue flag.
That's probably my car.
No, your car's the one that T-bones me into one of the corners. Destroys me, but there you go.
During practice, yeah.
Well, yeah. So Vincent was mighty in the last corner and managed to get back onto Tyler's rear bumper very quickly. Tony's been dropped now by these three.
So I need to take a quick trip to the bathroom so I can see the finale, right?
Why, is your TV in the bathroom?
Why would my TV be in the bathroom?
So, because you said I'm going to the toilet so that I can see the end of the race.
That's not what I said. I'll be right back.
I hope he's not taking his microphone with him.
Yeah, let's hope not. Ooh, that was sideways from Tyler. Going down the dipper. Big sweeping angle from Vincent compared to Tyler there. Different lines. It's not benefited Vincent to do that though, by the look of things. Tyler will still have a bag full of tow. It won't be massive. Vincent's will be a stronger tow, you'd think, given the distances involved. And Tony, 2.5 seconds back, not managing to eat into that gap. "11 minutes of racing to go." Into the quarry again for these guys. You'll see Tony coming around that corner in the distance there, dropping back a little more now. Don't know whether he's had the best of his tyres or not. As these guys climb up the hill through Wobbly's death corner, and then ooh, Tyler's a bit out of shape coming around there.
Wobbly's death. As I said to you, I messaged you earlier this day, I was really looking forward to this race. And I'm not gonna lie, I was looking forward to some crashes. But we only have 4 dropouts.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are so good in this car. Each of them has done literally thousands of laps around here. They are super safe, these guys, and very rarely crash. Very professional.
I mean, and still the fights, we've been spoiled about the fights. We have seen fights for 5th place, 6th place, but as well as for 10th and 9th. The whole race. Yeah, it would have been fun to Chris just step on the brakes and let others have a chance at it. But still, the fights are really good to watch, and they've been so clean about it.
Yeah, very clean racing again. These guys are so good in this car, in this vehicle. And we were seeing a fight for first place, which is a novelty for us. Car 11 has gone down the road in this particular season, and that wasn't the case at the start of the race. So that's a vision of hope there, really. That there's people that can take it to him.
Vision of hope. Good words, Pete.
Yeah, I liked them. That's why I used them.
Because you almost sound like a poet.
But I didn't know it.
No, you're just a poet, man. You're just so good at your job.
I can almost touch the sarcasm.
That doesn't sound like me.
No, not at all. Yes, it does. So, Vincent slowly closing on Tyler. Left in which to do this now. Oh, he's not slowly closing on him now, he's actually crawling all over him.
I'm really curious, but I'm pretty sure Vincent's just gonna try it. There's gotta be a certain point which you have had enough.
Yeah, he had the opportunity on Kenzie earlier and didn't do much with it. And then Kenzie's got away, so what's he got for Tyler? This might be an effort into the chase here, but Tyler's quite quick going down Conrad.
But the setup you were using, Sam, is probably the same setup as Tyler is using now. So could it be that Vincent's still running more wing than Tyler?
It's possible, but Tyler do get the draft from Kenzie influence. get the draft up to 2 seconds on these counts. So, you know, as long as Kenzie's 2 seconds or less than 2 seconds in front of Tyler will step the draft and therefore be quick in the straight.
Okay. I didn't even know the draft was seconds. I thought it was like 1.5 or.
Man, they're running bolts on the road. Of course, you could draft.
Yeah, it's like driving down the road with your front door attached to the front of your car. These things are just massive tow. Same as the Audi, the TCR, you get tow to up to about 1.9 seconds or something.
That's the only car you drive, right?
No, sadly not. I just don't tell you about any of the others.
He's driving a Audi car.
Yeah.
In his room.
It's the Ken camper van actually, but there you go.
My daughter owned camper fan, so which edition do you have?
I'm not telling you.
You see them locking up very shortly every time on those corners on the S's.
The dip is a real place for it, and so is this with Forest Elbow. He's done it again there. Vincent's really using up what he's got, but he's going to have to really put something to Tyler now. He's half a second, call it, behind Tyler, and Tyler's gap to Kenzie. So he's going to get some benefit, and like Sam was saying, it just nullifies the slipstream effect somewhat for Vincent. So he's going to have to do this on corner speed.
Might have been just Vincent just been pushing too hard and now ruined his tires.
Possible, yeah. In fact, probable. If he's locking up his tires into the dipper and into Forest Elbow, then it's going to use and heat up what he's got. So he probably wants to take it easy for a lap because he's not going to get much beyond that. There's going to be, how many laps is left, Sam? Is it going to be 2 or 3?
Something like that.
Thanks for such a clear answer.
Man, it's almost midnight. I did the 1000 today. And I don't have the brain to think about that. I mean, please, I've got 2 laps more after this one.
So this is Chris, right?
Yeah, I just switched to Chris just to see where he was. Just to know, you know, he's so far ahead. I don't even, you know.
It's gonna be 3 laps, I think.
Well, 2 after this one.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
So that's 2 and...
Just evidence that car 11 is still in the race.
So I ran with car 11. I had the number in the motorsport. I don't know why I had that number, but I had that number.
Right.
And then he killed me. Probably because I had the number.
Right. This is Vincent's last hurrah now, I think. So it's now or never, I think. It's not going to be a last lapper from him. I can't see that.
You see, Tyler's really struggling there.
Yeah. But then so is Vincent. He's struggling on the entry to the corners. Whereas Tyler seems to be struggling mid-corner to the exit. So let's just see what happens here now.
If he doesn't jump, he gets past.
Yeah, but you need to get a good landing. Which is... yeah, the difficult thing, you know.
Yeah, an Andrew landing.
Yeah. That's probably the best one I've seen. So Vincent takes a much tighter line there through that last corner, Murray's. But it doesn't benefit him any because Tyler just pulls away anyway with his own line.
Well, I can tell you, I've seen tires going wider than that.
Right. A little bit of a wiggle there from Tyler. That might be enough. Given the distance, we're only 0.2 of a second behind here with Vincent. This might be enough for him to step out. Well, he's having a look, but it's not enough, no.
It's just that extra toe of Kenzie, which Sam rightly pointed out. Skipping him in bay.
Yeah, I think that Vincent has to do this in the corners, and he's not going to do it by pulling out of the right driving line on a corner where a minute ago. He's crawling all over Tyler now. And we know that Tyler's got a cool head. He's not going to react to that at all, so this has got to be done using utter skill, because the mind games I don't think are going to work on. Got a good line there through McPhillamy into Skyline. Closes right up through the dipper, but then Tyler's exit here is generally better, and that was excellent. And Vincent got it wrong as well.
Yeah, the difference is that you see Tyler.
Oh, that was a lot of wheel spin.
You say.
What
You see
Vincent
Vincent staying to the right a little bit more than Tyler does.
Yeah, and that probably is why. Right then.
Normally, if I would have been in Discord, Tyler would have been behind me as he usually is. He would have said, "Easy there, Wobbly."
Yeah. So into the last lap for these guys. My voice is going. I've got another broadcast to do tomorrow.
Are you doing the
It's gonna be a
oval?
fun one.
Yeah, that's gonna be the trucks. Hey.
I have a barbecue for that, and there's gonna be beer involved, so that's gonna be hilarious Sunday.
Awesome.
I'm barbecuing with Bill.
Right, excellent.
Oh, look at that! Vincent is even flashing his lights. You saw that?
Now then.
Install bans from the leagues when you flash forward the thing. Oh,
Yeah, should do.
he threw away.
Yeah, I think he has. He was too hot into quarry there, and has dropped way back now. It's 0.7 of a second, nearly 0.8. He's going to have to do some absolutely majestic turns here in order to get... He's lit up his rears there as well. They're going to be horrible now. That wall.
Yeah, that was. He still has his wing mirror.
Yeah, but you can see the scrapes there on the right hand side of that wheelie bin.
I think Tyler is safe. So the question is, can Tyler just make it up back to Kenzie?
No, I don't think so. That's too much. That's a second.
There comes Chris.
Yeah.
He did an absolutely flawless race, man.
Victorious
kidding.
again for car 11. This
What
is
a-
on though.
Oh,
Yeah, Nikolai went to the pits. Oh, and Jimmy covered it up. Okay. Nice save.
he
by
did
the way.
really good to avoid that contact.
How on earth? Oh, Tyler's losing it.
Yeah, I saw
Losing
the
it.
same thing.
He's trying to throw it away.
He's trying to do a Chris and Wobbly.
Yeah.
A Chris Shaw, for this example.
There we go. Managed to get over the line, so that's Kenzie in second after all that. Tyler on a podium. Vincent in fourth. That's a surprise. And then Tony Kloosterman crosses the line. Even Phillips crossed the line, I think, in the pits. So he must have been well out of fuel or something. Or is he just resets pits afterwards, I think.
Yeah, I think he resets already.
Yeah, that must have been quick though. The Greg Carr over the line in sixth. Good result, that. And then somewhere behind will be Adam. There he is.
You're sure it's
And then-
not Tyler?
No, this time I'm sure. I'm sure it's Adam. Looks it into Murray's, and then here we go with Freddie. Still on his way down Conrad.
I mean, Tony did a good recovery run after his incident in the... What's it gonna called again?
Whoa!
Oh!
Freddie's taking the shortcut into the wall. He wants to sort it out so that he can actually finish. But I think his engine's gone.
I think he didn't finish now.
Yeah, it's the last one. Oh, jeez. I
Hey,
don't know
he's
how
out?
it's gonna. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
how
he's
it's gonna
out.
play out on the result because Yeah. It was
We'll
the
have to
last
wait.
one that needed to cross the line. And so,
So-
the last one on the lead lap. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, that might be an issue for Freddie. We'll have to find out. I wonder if anybody's going to do the jump. You would hope that Jamie does, but he's going too slow here to achieve it, so...
Wait, I was gonna say. Jamie, do the jump.
It's going too slow now. Although Vincent looks like he's jump bound.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. I'm
this is gonna
convinced
be
he's
a-
gonna. This is
Go
gonna
on,
be a good one. Gymnastics finish. Yeah.
Here he goes.
Come
And
on.
launch!
Oh!
Hey!
Flawless!
These
That was
Ulsi
good.
guys, they
Awesome.
are mint for the jump.
That was hilarious.
They probably did it like 20,000 times.
Chris is going to have to put his foot down if he wants to make it over that wall.
Oh, there goes one. No, he doesn't. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Then that was Greg.
I don't think anyone else is gonna do the jump.
Well, nobody could beat him now. That jump was immaculate. All right. Anyway, so in order, Chris Jackson is your race winner with Kenzie Newhoff. I'm pretty sure I said it wrong again. Tyler Newitt for BSTV Esports Green rounds out the podium. A great result for Tyler, given the pressure he was under. Vincent Skillbeck not managing to get onto the podium where he probably should have been, given his qualifying times. For Wheelie Bins Mayhem Republic. In fourth, and then fifth, Tony Klusterman for NQRB, and his teammate follows him a little bit way back down the road in sixth, Greg Carr. Adam Wright finishes seventh for BSTV Esports Green, with Freddie registered in eighth, so he didn't lose any positions by losing it and driving it at the wall for Team Down Under. Stephen Phillips for Dash Down Racing finishes ninth. 10th is Nikolai Bogotarev for Don't Bug Me Racing. Team Chimera's Jamie Wilson finishes 11th, with Miro Husky finishing 12th for PS. Ivan Batmans finishes in 13th for Track Velocity Racing, with Ant Woodward for NQRB finishing 14th. Andrew Hoffman quit out earlier for PSR in 15th. Marco Lower in 16th for VTS Esports. And Bob Woodhouse for Concord Racing, fairly near the start, in 17th. So, let me go and find out where Discord's gone on my screen. We've got a few people waiting in the booth. We'll go for the highest finishing position first, that is currently in the booth, and that is one Tyler Newitt for BSTV Esports Green. Good evening.
Hello.
I'm going to hand you over to Wobbly for your interrogation, only because Wobbly didn't know I was going to do that, and I think...
I'll be fine. So, third. Good result, right?
Yeah, I hate to say it, I'm a little disappointed because I think it could have been better. I had, from basically the start of the second stint on, my VR was locked position, which is tough to explain to people who don't use VR, but basically I could still like rotate my head, but if I moved my head, everything I was looking at moved with me, which is, you can still race around it, but what it does is it makes it hard to tell where the limits of the car are, which is, it's not a problem about it. It's not like you're, going up against the walls every lap, but yeah, it was I don't think I would have had anything for Chris, but I would have been well clear of the battle that I ended up in with Kenzie and Vince, which, it was a heck of a fun battle, but it would have probably been a little less strain on my body at this point.
And the first time it looked like you were fuel saving very, very hard, just to get that extra lap out. Was it really as hard as it looked, or is it just doing my thing, I'm being tighter?
Oh, I was doing way more than I probably should have. I was, just kind of the mindset of like, I'm not going to beat Chris doing the same exact thing that he's doing. But I knew the fuel save was going to be probably the way to go. So I was like, well, I know Vince is pushing him. He's probably not going to make 20 laps. I'm going to see if I can make 20 laps, and I barely made 20 laps. So, you know, I it's tough to say what the pace would have been like the rest of the race again, but you know, it was it was tough, and probably not the right call. I probably should have just done what Chris did.
Chris seemed to be on an insane level today. I mean, his fastest lap was like 7/10 faster. I'm very curious because it seemed like the last lap you had a little wobble and a little wobbly in the last couple of corners. Pete and me were really rooting for you to crash, obviously. So what happened there?
I saw that Vince had given me a gap, and I was closing. I was picking up a quarter of a second on Kenzie every lap into the chase. So I just said, you know, I'm going as late as I possibly can be on the brakes to still make the corner, and I did. And then I was excited that I did, and I got on the throttle too hard and spun up the rear. So it was, I was not gonna get by Kenzie anyway. But it was the last dash attempt. I did say to Adam in the chat that, you know, in case I did crash, I knew you guys would be taking the crap out of me. So I told him I was going, you know, full balls to the wall, and if I crash, so be it. And I'm glad I didn't.
We wouldn't have it. That's not our style. All in all, what did you think was the best part of the race? I mean, did you like the track? Did you like the car? Did you like the combo of it all?
I'm glad it's done. I was sore after the 1000, and I don't even want to know what my body is going to feel like when I sit up from this chair, but I think I'm going to take a nice long bath and soak away my pain.
Seems fair enough.
And we got the trucks tomorrow, so I got to be tip-top shape for that, because that's going to be super serious and very intense.
Obviously. Obviously.
But no, it was good fun. I mean, that battle at the end was crazy. I mean, Vince and Tony and Kenzie were all on it, and I was going as 10/10 as I could without fully knowing the limits of my car. It was pretty fun.
It was an awesome battle.
A nice conclusion to Bathurst week.
It was a really good battle to watch. Any shout outs you want to give, Tyler?
A whole bunch. Shout out to Sam, first of all, for running 1000 with me. He did a really awesome job, and he just got, I think, a grievance to file with some French utility company because took us out of contention there. But that was just such a blast doing that. And then shout out to Adam for giving me a tow in qualifying, because I think I would have ended up behind Tony if he didn't. I mean, I did anyway, but you know, it was it was a massive thing in qualifying, so shout out to Adam for that. He had a decent race considering he wasn't fuel saving enough the first stint. He managed to scrape it back, so he did a good job. And shout out to you guys, of course, for the broadcast. I know it's been a long day for Sam, so I know you guys were you know, thanks for doing the broadcast, and thanks to Kenzie and Vince and Tony for a really stellar race. It was just a lot of fun.
Cool. Alright, Pete, you want to do the honors and switch in, because I can't.
Yep. See you later.
See ya.
Okay, next into the booth, I will bring our race winner again. Car 11, Mary Jackson, Chris Jackson, who knows who. But a few things I take exception to, Chris. One is winning by nearly 40 seconds. The second is doing a qualifying time nearly registered world record on iRacing, fastest time round Bathurst as a qualifying lap. There's probably more. How do you explain yourself?
That was a heck of a lot of fun. Tony and I had hours and hours and hours this morning, and our bodies were hurting, and we weren't sure how we were going to feel. I knew I had a 202 if I nailed it. I wasn't expecting to pull it off at the end there, but I'm really glad I did. I think that's the first 202 since this update, so that's huge for me. I'm proud of that lap. The race just went as planned. A lot of fun. Had a good first stint with Vincent, and I'm excited to watch that race back because there was 4 cars within a second and a half for I don't know how many laps, so that looked awesome.
It really was, and you should maybe think about just taking your foot off the gas a little so that you can be part of. You are absolutely lightning quick in the car. I know you do a huge amount of practice on all the tracks, and you do the setups for NQR, or at least the foundation of it, and then I'm guessing tweak it for their own taste and their own skill set. But you are something else compared to these guys, and these guys. So, how did you break Vincent, as it were? Was it just because we saw you leading, and then we saw you be overtaken, and Wobbly thought that it was possibly a fuel-saving tactic to just drop behind him and let him lead for. Was that the case, or is Wobbly talking?
Wobbly spot on. I was driving to a number. He was a bit quicker in a few spots where I was lifting, and I thought, you know what? Why fight it? I'll just ease off out of turn 1, and hopefully he gets a good run out of there, and I can tuck in behind him, and hopefully can keep doing good quick laps. And he was able to, and I was able to stay with him, save a bit more fuel, and run a quicker time. So it just ended up being strategy and like risk mitigation that, our internets and whatnot, lag and what have you. And he was all over me through the dipper, and I just thought, all it takes is me to lock up once and I'm done. So let's just tuck in behind and hope he can keep punching out good laps, which he did.
Yeah, that's the next thing that I need to take exception to, which is agreeing with Wobbly. Nobody likes that. Nobody. Just lie next time and say
I am always right.
Said no Wobbly ever.
I was the one calling that strategy, though. Just saying.
It's true.
No, it wasn't.
It was. Yeah, if we go back and check it, and sadly it was. Suzuka next time out, Chris. Are you going to absolutely dominate the field again for the sprint feature there?
I don't think so. I don't think I had much more pace than anyone here today. I just had fuel-saving pace with them. If I went flat out, I could go maybe 3 or 4 tenths a lap quicker, but then there's a higher risk. So Suzuka, not a track favorite of mine. So hopefully I can be on the podium, but we'll see.
And the Bathurst 1000, it would be a stupid question to ask if you'd done it. So where did you finish?
Tony and I got P2, 30 seconds behind some Marlon McMullen and his teammates. So we actually was an awesome race. We did really well.
In that case, congratulations on both fronts. Anybody you'd like to have a shout out to before we let you go?
Tony for running the Bathurst 1000 with me. Everyone who ran Bathurst 1000 and showed up today. If anyone's feeling the same way I am, hats off to you, because sim racing is a workout. My wife for watching Ella, my in-laws for watching Logan today. Love you both. I'll see you guys later. Racetech for sponsoring the league. You guys for broadcast, Simability for our team, and just everyone who race day in, day out. And thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you very much. Chris Jackson.
Cheers.
I got that in. Right then, next in line, Gilbeck. Do you want to take this one, Wobbly?
Sure.
Excellent stuff. Then, in that case, Wobbly, for you, one Vincent Skillbeck.
So, quite a race with the free stopper you did. You did a free stopper, right? Vincent?
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, there you are.
Yeah, there we go.
It's a bad connection. It's right through the middle of the earth. So, how was your race going, Vincent? It seems you have the pace to keep up with Chris today.
Yeah, I was having a lot of fun at the start of the race, just trying to keep up with Chris. But yeah, once he started pulling away from me, I kind of changed my strategy. But yeah, it was fun to keep up with Chris for a while.
Yeah, because we were discussing about it between me, Sam, and Pete, that he suddenly went in, took a shorter stop, and I said, yeah, he's probably just gambling to keep up because he can't stay with Chris. But what was running through your mind?
Well, after the first pit stop, and I noticed Tony had jumped both of us. I made a small mistake, which allowed Chris to just edge out of my draft. So yeah, once he's out of your draft, you've kind of got no hope of trying to catch back up to try and get to him. So I decided when it got to about 3.5 seconds to just jump in and see if I can either jump Chris in the pit stops or try jump Tony to keep my second place, Tony.
Okay. Because
So, yeah.
you were in front of like a lap of 15 or something. You overtook Chris. Was
yeah,
it the plan or was it? Did you feel like you got tricked into it?
It wasn't really the plan, but he kind of got made an error coming out of turn 1, which put me right on the very back of him. And yeah, I decided I'll just go for the move and see if I can pull away from him. And when I couldn't pull away from him, then I just kept trying to bang in laps and keep pulling him along. Well, knowing he was fuel saving behind me, but yeah, it was still fun though.
And heading towards the end, you were in the fight with Kenzie and Tyler. Did you think you could pass Tyler if it was to be on raw pace, or did you finally decide it was too risky? Because I saw you flashing your lights.
I thought I had to pace to get past Tyler and Kenzie at the end, but they were doing very well to keep a gap to me coming down the straight. I noticed I was quicker going up and down the mountain, but they were running less wing than what I was, so they were able to just maintain the gap coming down into the chase, where I catch back up to them under the brakes. But yeah, they just had that little less wing than I did. But no, it was fun.
And all in all, you became 4th. Are you happy with the result, or did you think that you had more in the bin?
I'd say I'm happy with 4th. I would have liked to be had 2nd, but just having that 4-way fight at the end of the race made everything pretty good, and I was just happy to get 4th.
Alright. Was a really good race. It was good fun to watch.
Yeah. I'll have to look back at it now.
Yeah, don't listen to Peter's comments because sorry. So anybody want you give a shout out to?
You guys for the broadcast. Everyone in this league for some pretty awesome racing. And just everyone over at Wheelie Bins and
Jenny, what is Wheelie Bins?
For helping everyone else. Yes, Wheelie Bins.
Yeah, what
That's
is
the
Wheelie
name
Bins?
of our Facebook group.
Oh, Facebook. Okay.
It's a iRacing Australian Facebook group. So there's just, I think we've got 1,000 members now or something like that. And we put sessions up pretty much every single night of the week. It's either going to be 1 session or 2 sessions, and just a group of mates wanting to run with each other.
Get more guys in the league then.
I would try, but it's a bit early in the morning for them to get up. So yeah, most of them are sort of oldish. So.
Oh, great.
Just annoyed most of his fan base there. Where'd you finish in the Where'd you finish in the 1,000?
Sadly, the mountain didn't choose me this year again.
Ooh, what happened?
So I was doing alright at the start of the race and just made a mistake coming out of Forest Elbow and let the rears up and put it into the wall, which only gave us 35 seconds of required repairs, but it was the optionals that kind of killed us. And then my teammate jumped in the car and he did most of his stint, and then got to the same point where I had a crash, and the car did the same thing to him. It just felt weird at one point, and he just hit the wall and gave us another 30 seconds of required repairs and more optionals.
Right, okay.
But we fought back to get 19th, but yeah, just wasn't our day today, but doesn't matter.
Back over
It's
you,
always fun
Wally.
to race around Bathurst.
Alright, cool. Pete, up to you. You know what to do.
Okay then. Cheers, Vincent. You're about to get flushed.
Roger. See ya.
Thanks.
Always fun speaking to Vincent. He's a good one. And last in the booth, is, the V8 Gladiator himself, Tony Klusterman. Good evening, Tony.
How you doing, Pete?
Oh, I'm all good, mate. We saw you start, I think you were like 4th or something. You did an obscenely quick lap, just like all the top 4 or 5 guys. I don't know how you get those out of these cars. That's just unreal. Chris was telling us you came 2nd in your 1000 race today, which is a massive result. And this evening, what happened there? We hit some, I guess, some early damage to be repaired, and then kind of got stuck behind that pack of 3 other cars for a while, and then Wobbly spotted that you'd had a bad last turn and a bad first turn, and it dropped you out of that little group. But tell us about your race and how you saw it, and whether you thought you did well or not.
Yeah, it went kind of according to plan. I had planned on 3 pit stops all along. Chris was going for 2, and I knew I couldn't save enough fuel. So, unfortunately, made an error early and pancaked the left side of the car. So that caused me to come in pits a little bit early. But in retrospect, I think that actually helped because I was able to get a fairly clear track and good tires and made some time up. And yeah, at the end, things all sort of fell together, and there was the 4 of us there fighting within 1 second for a number of laps. And just going into the final corner, I locked up the brakes trying to avoid Vince. I didn't want to get into his bumper, and that kind of put me another 3 seconds behind. But there was some awesome racing going on there today. That was so much fun.
It was, and one of the things that I saw here more today than people losing it a bit and then catching it. And historically, you lose it a bit in this car and it'll just spit you off to the sides, and that's your race done. I don't know whether it's something that iRacing's done with the physics or something, or just the capability of the league. But the ability to save the car seems to be increasing.
I don't think the car's changed any. I think that the caliber of driver that we have and the strength of the drivers is improving each and every race, and it's certainly showing. There were some fantastic performances out there today. Really, really impressed.
Yeah, and obviously Mary Jackson did very well, gapping everybody by nearly 40 seconds of the race. Has anybody got anything for Car 11?
No. This is Chris's year, you know. There's really no catching him, and you know, he. I have to hand it to him. You know, I remember when you used to call him Crash Jackson.
Yeah. Not anymore. No. He's winning everything in sight lately, and he did a hell of a job in the Bathurst 1000 for us as well. And I think he's set fastest time. We're in the top split, finished 2nd overall, so very happy with that. Yeah, awesome result that, and a brilliant NQR result for tonight. Ant obviously had his own troubles and got spat out of the race with an incident, but Greg did very well. He was right behind you, position, good points haul there. Anybody you'd like to have a shout out to before we let you probably go and get Kip? I mean, you must have been driving this car.
I need a massage. I'm going to go have a chat with my wife right after this. thanks to the team, Chris, Greg, and everybody that's there. They all work really hard. I want to give a special shout out to Chris's wife and kids, Mary and Ella and Logan, for allowing Chris to play race car driver all day today. And I know he's quickly on his way over to their place for dinner. So good for him. And thank you guys for the broadcast. Racetech, of course, for sponsoring the series. And sort of look forward to Suzuka in a couple of weeks.
Sort of. I like it. Not a favourite of yours, then, I'm guessing.
No.
No, okay. Well, in that case, great racing today. Well done. 1,000. Impressive.
Yep.
And we'll see you at Suzuka, maybe with a smile on your face, maybe not.
Sorry for jinxing you.
I'll have to watch the broadcast to find out what that's about. Okay. Okay, take care, guys. Bye.
Cheers, Tony.
So that's all the interviews done with, and what a race weekend, both with the 1,000 and tonight. Again, 4 cars with a very small tea towel that you could throw over all 4 of them, all the way to the end, Wobbly. Fantastic racing.
It was awesome. It was close combat. Close combat. Nice. I was about to type something to on WhatsApp. It was very close racing, and what I especially liked is that Tony did that maneuver on Adam, which was great.
I forgot to mention that. I was going to mention that as well. Damn it.
Pull him back then. But no, but it was fair driving, and the guys who didn't end up finishing, I mean, it's just a focus thing, and it happens. But at the end, we got a really good race. We got really talented drivers in this league, and I wouldn't be, I wouldn't have been able to do what the guys do, especially Chris. It was great fun to watch, great way to commentate it on it, and it was only awful that you were here.
Yeah, I thought you might get something like that by the end of that sentence. It has been a great night. And Sam, are you coherent or not?
Am I what?
Are you able to speak, or are you too tired to speak? He's obviously very grumpy, folks. He's got his grumpy face on.
No, not even. I'm smiling for once.
Oh,
no,
right,
it was a great race.
Wow.
The day did super well. I mean, yeah. I'm not very happy with Tony's move, but you know, it's fair enough. It ended well, so it was probably a bit too much, and I'm sure Adam will agree with me that you know it ended up pretty good, so that's okay. And we know they're all like super good drivers, and yeah, wish I could have been racing with them. I would have been even more tired, but yeah.
That's cool. So we'll bring the broadcast to a close shortly. Just to say thanks to all the drivers that turned up. They've done a 1,000 around Bathurst already. Nearly all of them then joined us for this. All 17 of them get my thanks. I kind of think thanks to Wobbly for joining me in the chat. No, he's been very and welcome to join us again as long as thanks to Sam for doing all the controls after probably ending up with an arm that can barely hold anything, given the fact that he broke it not that long ago, really. Thanks to Racetech for sponsoring the league. Again, we hope that relationship continues, because this is one of the best leagues in the world for V8s. We've got clearly some of the best drivers on the planet in this car in sim racing. Thanks to everybody on the chat. We will see you for this league on the 2nd of October, where we'll be at Suzuka, because they unanimously decided it wasn't their favourite track. And then we are tomorrow racing trucks. Please join us for that, because it's going to be hilarious. Which track is that again, Sam?
Charlotte Roval.
Charlotte Roval.
Yeah,
it's the Wobbly 200 melt or something like that, right?
It's Wobbly as a melt 200. Yeah,
it is.
So which is a class name for a race. It's just brilliant. It's a media day for it's going to be just hilarious. Come and join us. Join that league if you can do. It's going to be brilliant. And then on Wednesday, we're doing at the Green Hell, Nürburgring, the full one, the one where I lose any kind of notion of which turn I'm on. So that's going to be. I finished it last time, and I crashed on the last lap, but still made it over the line. So hooray! Let's see if I can do the same. So, I'll say goodnight. I'll let the guys say goodnight, and then we'll wrap up the broadcast. So thanks for joining us, and good night. Over to you, Wobbly.
Yeah, it was a really good race. Good night to you all.
Yeah, thanks, drivers. It was great fun. And see you tomorrow for a pretty good race in the tracks.